Good evening, chat. Happy Sunday. Just replace the word queen with king, and we're good. I guess I probably could have found a version of that with God Save the King. But I didn't. I mean, they've had a queen for so long. You can't... I figured, like, if I find one that says God Save the King, it'll be on, like, a phonograph or something. All right, let's get some music going. We're going to be trying out the YouTube audio library tonight. We're going to see if we can find anything that appeals to me. So if anything, I may stop the music a few times and add to the favorites. But most of this is just going to be ambiance. I've got it set to rock. So we're going to hear some rock music, which is appropriate. Ice King is somewhere. I guess we'll get him in on the stream when he gets here, but as of right now, he has not responded. But you know, the show must go on and all that. It's kind of loud. Oh, now it's too quiet. Oh, YouTube doesn't like me turning up the volume. That's too loud. That's too... Come on, man. There. All right. Close enough. It should just be in the background. You shouldn't have to... Shouldn't overpower my voice. Only I can overpower my voice. So, hey, we got the camera tonight. I know it's the weekend, but it's the evening, so... I'm not in my, my morning funk that I would typically be in if we were streaming on Saturday morning, which we did yesterday. We did XCOM. It didn't go super well, but it also didn't go as bad as it could have gone. Could have gone much, much worse, chap. And hey, I've got a special treat that I want to share with everybody before we get started on the main event. And I'll keep checking in. I'm sure Ice King will pop into chat when he's here. He knows we're supposed to start at 6. Because I talked to him at like 4:45 my time, because he thought it was 6 his time. So this is the Punk-o-matic, and this is an old Flash game from the Newgrounds era, and it lets you make music. So hey, this is a song that I started, so let's listen. Let's make sure it's not too loud. It's kind of loud. But we'll let it be loud. And I have no idea where to go after that. I was hoping that Ice King could help.
I don't know why,
but he's not here. Oh, there he started a call. Hang on, let me get in there. Hello, hello, hello.
There it is.
Echo.
Hey, sorry. I had my OBS on, and it shares the same microphone.
Okay, all right. Let's get you in here. You're in here. He's here, everybody. Say hello.
Hello.
We have been graced by the presence of His Royal Majesty, the Ice King of Space, not to be confused with the true King of Space.
It's true.
Who is also a Twitch streamer.
I'm only the Ice King of Space.
Let me see. Is that his name? The True King of Space?
I did not know there was another.
There is a guy called the True King of Space. His icon is like a fat looking guy who looks kind of like a young George R.R. Martin with a crown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Some competition out there.
He also says in his About Me, it says, note, recently an imposter account has been created. We are not affiliated with them in any way. I hope that's not you.
Oh my God, I hope not.
That would be quite...
We could contact them.
Quite embarrassing. All right, so
we could. Let me see what's going on here.
Let me share my screen. because I
I'm
have.
pulling up your stream.
Okay, it's going to be a little bit behind though, so let me just share my screen with you, so it's a little easier for you to keep up.
Never done it. Whoa.
Do you
It's
see?
the Punk-o-matic, yes.
Do we really have to touch these
hang on.
options?
Let me turn down the music a bit. So this is a song that I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. But I'll play it again. You can listen.
Oh. Interesting. Really? Okay.
And that's what I've got so far.
Pretty good.
And I figured you can actually play music. I cannot play music, but I can put lines on a thing and hope for the best.
I'm notoriously bad at like GarageBand and like even Rocksmith has like a little Rocksmith band that you can like put things around. I'm terrible at it. Well, let's find out. You know, I saw this link and it actually you sent me it. It made me scared to click on it because it was like it was the Punk-o-matic net.
Yeah, it's like an old.
Yeah, I was like, I
website.
don't know about this.
No, it's perfectly safe.
I said, okay.
Wait, how do I? You're kind of loud. I'm trying to turn you down, but there is a way to do that, right?
I can turn myself down in Discord, I think.
Does that work?
Well, I could turn my mic down in Discord if that's a problem.
Yeah, try turning it down on your end first, and then I'll see if I can figure it out.
Yeah.
So tell me what you had for breakfast while you're doing it.
I had oatmeal.
All right, keep going, keep going.
Blueberries and output. So wait, I had oatmeals and blueberries.
Okay, right there's perfect.
Okay, I'm at 65% of my.
That should be perfect. So your 100% is too loud. Your 65% is perfect.
Okay, so I had blueberries and oatmeal, and I had to find company of my lovely wife. Pretty cool.
Just straight up blueberries, like just raw.
In warm oatmeal.
Oh, in the oatmeal. Okay, that doesn't sound so bad.
Maple syrup. So you don't usually stream on Sundays, right? So
no, this is probably my first Sunday stream. Well, except when did we stream together on Sunday?
I think the last time we did was a Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was that ended with me having to end my stream because my face hurt.
That's unusual.
From laughing.
From so much cocaine.
Well,
no, you'd have the opposite problem.
Not anymore. That used to be the case.
All right, so this is what I have in store. Let me change the screen share.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Clickventures.
So this is a choose your own adventure style series of stories. And we'll look at the front page, and you can tell me if any of these jump out at you. So we have Your Neighbor Ate Your Bird, Time to Get Revenge. You are Shigeru Miyamoto. Can you promote Super Mario at the PAX Game Convention? Welcome to Westworld. Can you retrieve your wedding ring from the robot prostitute you lost it in?
Okay. I want to put a pin in that one.
Okay. All right. You are the person in the Donald Duck costume at Disney World. Can you find one true friend?
I don't know.
You are Lin-Manuel Miranda. Can you avoid blowing all your Hamilton money at the mall? The answer is probably not. You're a 13-year-old girl. Can you find a date to the Sadie Hawkins dance? Oh,
totally.
And get fucked up on gin and build a gazebo for your neighbor.
Wow. Now it's a toss up. Well, there's a few contenders here.
Okay.
The first one is Westworld, obviously.
All right, Westworld.
original Westworld fan. I was very disappointed in the new.
There's an original Westworld. Tell us more, Grandpa.
It's amazing.
Was it
It's
on one of the 3 channels that you had?
A bald guy. Yul Brenner was a big deal back in the old days.
All right.
And he played a robot.
Okay.
And it was that movie that they played every Sunday, like on Thanksgiving or something like that.
Wait, Westworld was a movie?
It was a theatrical release. Yes.
Oh, how interesting. Okay, so that's option 1. And what was your second option?
The second one was the prom one, but then I was kind of intrigued by the Lin-Manuel one.
Okay. Well, it's up to you. So basically how this is going to work is I'm going to be the game master, and I'm going to read you the scenario, and you'll have to decide what you do.
Okay, so it's a choose your own adventure, like the books I used to read as
exactly.
as a young man.
Just like that. Like I read some Goosebumps ones that let you do that.
I read books that you had to use a like red crystal, which was just a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
And it would highlight. There was like invisible ink on them, and you could choose like which magic page you read.
Oh,
it would
how
do
fancy!
Something different to the story.
This is before video games, I'm assuming.
This was well, you wouldn't really call them video games. they were more like
ColecoVision.
You ever see that game where you're running from crocodiles and jumping on trees?
Pitfall, yeah.
Pitfall, right?
Mm-hmm.
That has no ending.
Really?
It just got harder and harder and harder. Yeah, there's no ending. Like Pac-Man, there's no ending.
I think Pac-Man crashes after a certain point.
Harder and harder and harder. So, in that sense, I don't know. A game you would have to be able to finish, right?
Not necessarily. Like Kerbal Space Program doesn't have an ending.
I thought Eve was the boss.
That's what people consider to be the final boss, but there's no like, congratulations, you beat the game type thing.
That's true. So, but it is marketed as a simulator.
It's true. It's more of a sandbox experience.
Pitfall could be like actually the first survival simulator.
Oh, Survive in the Jungle Simulator.
Exactly.
All right. So
okay. So I digress.
And we can do multiples of these. These aren't super long.
Sort of what I do. Let's do the Westworld one.
All right. Welcome to Westworld. Can you retrieve your wedding ring from the robot prostitute you lost it in?
Here we go. You'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Don't tell Ice Queen. So.
Well, she's right here. But I'm gonna try to get through this without committing adultery with a robot on my wife. So we'll see how it goes.
You've just had a fun time in Westworld, the Wild West themed amusement park where robots think they're people. It's been an enjoyable 2-week cowboy adventure of non-stop fucking and murdering, but you're ready to resume your quiet suburban life with your loving wife who thinks you've been at Six Flags the whole time. So let's take the steam engine out of Westworld and return home. A cab drops you off outside your pleasant 2-story house in an upscale suburb. Your ordinary life is pleasant but boring, which is why it's nice to occasionally visit Westworld and break your holy vows of matrimony. However, you really did miss your wife during your violent robosex bacchanalia, and you're happy to be back home. It's good to be back home. So you can either say it's good to be back home, or you can enter your house.
I would say it's good to be back home, and I'm gonna do a shout out to what we're doing here on my Discord.
Oh, good idea.
Just so, give me a second.
Let me know when you're back, and I'll also resume the music that I had playing earlier.
Yeah. So, this is really like streaming gold right here.
You think so? We'll find out.
If anyone's interested in streaming, you should do exactly what you and I are doing right now, which is building community.
Are you ready?
Oh, I am. Yes.
Okay. You say it's good to be back home to yourself to underscore how happy you are with your idyllic suburban life and blissful marriage. Will you say, I can't wait to enter my house and see my wife, or will you simply enter the house?
Well, I can't wait to enter the house and see my wife.
Your wife is a wonderful woman, your best friend and loyal companion throughout the years. You missed her throughout your entire secret vacation to Westworld and can't wait to go in your house and greet her. Will you say, I love my wife, or will you enter the house?
I will say I love my wife. That's what I normally do.
I love my wife. Will you say, I love my wife, or will you enter the house?
I think it wants me to enter the house. So why don't I go in the house?
Let's enter the house. There she is. Your wife greets you as you enter. As usual, she's wearing the wedding dress she never takes off because she's so happy to have married you. Hello, honey. Welcome back home from Six Flags, the famously sexless amusement park. Did you enjoy riding roller coasters for 2 celibate weeks? Will you say, I had a great time at Six Flags where I didn't commit the sin of adultery by fucking any robots? Or will you say, beloved wife, I must come clean and shamefully admit to you that I was actually at Westworld committing the sin of adultery by fucking all the robots?
I have to tell the truth.
All right, we're going to tell her the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife looks crestfallen. Sorry to be a stick in the mud, but adultery is one of my major pet peeves. I still love you with all my heart, and I forgive you for fucking robots, but I also want to be divorced and never see you again. She packs her things and departs, leaving you alone in an empty house. You've thrown away true love for just a few cheap thrills at a sexual robot theme park. Overcome by despair, you sink to your knees and weep, knowing that your life is now forever ruined because of your trip to Westworld.
Wow.
Well, you failed.
You know, they say honesty is the best policy, but
not in this world.
I don't really think that it's not. It doesn't work there. No.
Nope. So we can either reload this one, or we can go check out some other ones. What do you think?
You can check out the other ones.
Let's go check out some other ones.
I think this one's designed for a certain type of personality.
Do we want to be Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Absolutely.
All right.
Now, being living in New York and being a bartender, in a very affluent neighborhood,
you've interacted with.
I got to hear. I did not interact with him.
Oh, okay.
But I got to hear about this fucking place so much because people be like, "Oh my god, I got tickets to go." I'd be like, "Okay, how much did you pay?" Like, "Oh my god, we got 2 for $800."
What a great deal.
You know, and I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Nothing can be that entertaining.
I don't remember how much we paid for tickets to go see Wicked, but it wasn't that much.
I mean, nothing can be that. I mean,
for like 4 hours of entertainment
on like almost to the Philippines on that much for like an
per person.
Well, you can get good deals.
Maybe. You can go to Vegas for sure. Vegas is super cheap.
You can go to Europe, easy. Maybe even Asia.
All right, so here we go. You are acclaimed composer, playwright, and actor Lin-Manuel Miranda. Your musical Hamilton won 11 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, plus the Grammy for Best Musical Theater Album and the Pulitzer Prize for Drama. Wow. Yes, I wrote Hamilton. I am Lin-Manuel Miranda. You say to yourself.
Exactly what I would say if I was him.
It seems like Hamilton must be doing pretty well financially. The theater's always sold out, and you're pretty sure you're getting a percentage of the ticket sales. You're not really sure how much money you have in your bank account at this point. It's been years since you bothered to check the balance. You gave your bank info to a Hamilton HR person, and they set up an auto pay thingy for you when the show first opened. However, after years of Hamilton performing sold-out shows to rave reviews, you assume you've probably earned enough money to afford a trip to the mall. Still, it's better to be safe than sorry. You should check with a financial advisor to make sure the mall is within your budget. Will you go to a financial advisor's office, or what is the mall?
I would go to the financial advisor's office.
Always a good decision.
If I was Lin-Manuel,
this is literally a picture of me. What?
Balls, you know?
How did they find this stock image of me? I thought this had been scrubbed from the internet when I had hair.
I thought you didn't like to talk about your job on stream.
I love talking about my job on stream. What are you talking about? All right. You head to the nearest financial advisor you can find, an accountant that owns a tax preparation storefront called Taxes Done Quick. That's not a financial advisor. That's an accountant. Near Times Square, wedged between a Dunkin' Donuts and a CVS pharmacy. The accountant recognizes you when you walk in. Wow, you're Lin-Manuel Miranda. What are you doing here? Do you say, I need to review my finances and plan my budget? Or do you dump a folder containing your W-2, paychecks, business receipts, and $50 million in cash on the desk so the accountant can review your finances?
From the rich celebrities that I've met, I would do the second one.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're just going to dump a folder with the cash.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, okay, I usually just file taxes for normal people that aren't fabulously wealthy Tony Award winners, but sure, I'm happy to give it a shot. The accountant whips out a calculator and starts trying to piece together the puzzle of pay stubs, royalty checks, and MacArthur Genius Grants you've presented him with. This will take a little while. Can I offer you a cup of sparkling water while you wait? Do you say, yes, thank you, no, thank you, or sparkling water is something you can drink from a cup, slurp it up, drinking water with bubbles eases your troubles thanks to H2O and carbon dioxide. Your tongue embarks on a refreshing ride. That's a rap, I assume.
Yes, that's the one I would do.
All right. You rap about sparkling water. The accountant blinks, then fills up a cup of sparkling water and silently slides it across the desk. Do you say, now you might be wondering, what the hell, what's this water stuff? Is it a solid or gel? Neither one, son, it's a liquid state of matter and it has no calories, so it can't make you fatter. Or do you just drink the sparkling water?
Do the rap again.
All right, we're gonna keep rapping. You're gonna keep making me rap.
Well, I'm hydrated now.
All right, now I have to rap once again. Now let me opine about our friend CO2, a gaseous sensation of odorless carbonation infiltrating your hydration like a ninja of thirst assassination. Two oxygen atoms bonded together with carbon. It's the go-to when your thirst is the worst source of frustration and you need a fizzy drink to rectify the situation. Or do you drink the sparkling water?
Although I don't want to tax those delicate vocal cords of yours.
Oh, they're not delicate, don't worry.
I do want to keep rapping.
All right, let's keep rapping.
Because I mean, if rapping pays the bills, what you think Eminem takes a break?
All right. I hope nobody's clipping this. Wait a second, I hear you ask. Lin-Manuel Miranda, what goes in my glass? Is it liquid or gas? You mentioned both in turn. Do I have to choose one? Together they sound like a blast. I'd hate to spurn water or tell carbon dioxide I passed, dooming my drink to mediocrity before it's even begun. A golden age of refreshment on the kingdom of my tongue. Or do you drink the sparkling water?
I would probably drink the sparkling water.
All right, time to drink.
Yeah.
The sparkling water is ice cold and crisp. Now let us silently wait for the accountant to finish. The accountant grits his teeth in concentration as he pores through your complicated financial records. Finally, after what feels like hours, he finishes his analysis. Lin-Manuel Miranda, after examining your finances, I calculated you have a net worth of $100 million.
Okay.
You ask, is that enough money to afford a trip to the mall?
That's exactly what I would say.
The accountant stares at you for a long moment before responding, yes. And then you say, great, I'm off to the mall. Thanks, bye. You toss $10 million to the accountant for his services and head over to the mall. Minus the payment to the accountant, your net worth is now $90 million. Hopefully that's enough to buy some nice shirts at the mall and maybe grab a sandwich for lunch. That doesn't look like a mall.
Well, I've seen malls like that. And that's the type of mall you go in when you get when the police escort you in. It looks like an abandoned precinct or something.
It looks like a Lowe's that's been shut down.
Or it's like an old TGIF Fridays.
That's pretty big, but
from the Southwest.
It could be anything. Yeah. Those whatever
Spanish
those are
tiles,
called.
they call them.
And it's got the little the trellis or whatever.
I imagine that's what Matt Comart's house looks like.
Oh, is he a Southwesterner?
He is a Utahian.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you enter the mall or Rap about the
I'm gonna
mall.
make you rap again. I'm gonna enter the
All
mall.
right, at last, the mall, a place where you can buy it all. The road to get here was long, which is why I sing this heartfelt song. I want to buy nice shirts with collars. Yes, I'm really at the mall. I'm about to enter the mall. I have $90 million.
Wow.
Ooh, look at this. The mall is beautiful beyond your wildest imagination. Rows of gleaming stores beckon invitingly, offering you any product your heart desires. Then you hear it, the sound of jubilant shrieking and stampeding feet. It's a familiar noise you know and fear. Oh no, not now. Not when my mall dream is about to come true.
Paparazzi.
Even worse. You've been spotted by Hamilton fans. They crowd around you in a frenetic melee of grasping arms and adoring gazes. Wow, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda, screams one of them. We love Hamilton, and to a lesser extent, we also love your other work, such as In the Heights, screams another. By casting minority actors to portray the Founding Fathers, Hamilton is a wryly clever subversion of the white patriarchal power structure that established America, examining the paradoxical moral duality of historical figures such as George Washington, who are hailed as champions of freedom despite their guilt for partaking in the national or original sin of slavery, screams another fan. You also wrote songs for Moana, another fan screams helpfully. This isn't good. These fans are extremely appreciative of your music, and they'll never leave you alone to shop in peace. You'll have to find a way of losing them. Maybe you can pick up a disguise at one of the stores here so you can shop incognito. Do you try to scare them off by singing the menacing song Aaron Burr sings in Hamilton during his deadly duel with Alexander Hamilton, or do you run into Hot Topic to purchase a disguise?
That's the best place to
hide.
hide.
We're going to go into Hot Topic to purchase a disguise. Oh boy, there's another rap. Hang on, I got to restart the music. There we go. Hot Topic is a largely empty room containing only a somber man dressed up as a skeleton. Hello, welcome to Hot Topic, the store that sells a Jack Skellington costume. Trademark. The Hot Topic cashier says glumly, would you like to buy our Jack Skellington costume? He's the main guy from The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a movie that came out in 1993. I am wearing the costume, but you can still buy it. Do you ask, you only have one costume for sale, or do you make me rap?
Are you hydrated?
Hang on. Let me hydrate my...
you might need to stretch. I might need to redeem some of these points.
I don't think I actually have those ones set up. Figured I could handle my own hydration. All right, rapping time.
Let's go.
Jack Skellington was the boss of Halloween Town. Despite his skeletal grin, he still bore a frown. He had a hole in his heart that fright couldn't fill until he learned about Christmas and got a thrill. The Pumpkin King of Halloween caused a scene, kidnapping Santa so he could reign supreme over Yuletide joy by making creepy toys, but the gifts were too scary for all the girls and boys. So Jack Skellington fought a bug-filled sack and saved Santa Claus to bring real Christmas back. Jolly Saint Nick put the holiday to rights so people could properly celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ.
Christ. Some delay on the end.
Echo.
Yeah,
Says the Hot Topic cashier. Is that the plot to The Nightmare Before Christmas? I've never seen it. Anyway, do you want to buy a one costume?
You only have one costume for sale?
Unfortunately, yeah, we're down to our last Jack Skellington costume, the Hot Topic cashier says sadly. Long ago, Hot Topic was rich with Jack Skellington costumes. Shelf after shelf of Jack Skellington costumes filled this store, and hundreds of people came every day to buy their Jack Skellington costumes. In that golden age of the mall, Hot Topic was known as the store that sells many Jack Skellington costumes. Trademark.
Wonder what happened.
Oh no. People don't come to the mall anymore to buy their Jack Skellington costumes, mourns the Hot Topic cashier. They just buy Jack Skellington costumes online from the comfort of their own home, without even having to put on a pair of Jack Skellington pants to leave the house.
It's really sad.
That's horrible, you say. Allow me to help Hot Topic out by buying your Jack Skellington costume. You toss the Hot Topic cashier $20 million, and he strips naked and hands you the Jack Skellington costume. His frown is now replaced by a grateful smile. Thank you, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Wow, the retail price of this costume was $34.95, so it's really nice of you to give Hot Topic $20 million for it. You put on the heavily used Jack Skellington costume. It smells like old sweat and bad deodorant, but it'll keep you from being recognized by your fans.
Okay, let's go and let's take our cash.
You take your remaining $70 million and shop elsewhere. You run into the crowd of Hamilton fans again when you leave Hot Topic. Excuse us, Mr. Skellington, did you happen to see which way Lin-Manuel Miranda went? One shouts inquisitively at you. Good, it seems your costume has them fooled. Do you say, I saw a very large bird pick up Lin-Manuel Miranda and swallow him? Or do you rap about that happening?
I would like I think I did see a large bird, and I'm kind of alarmed by it.
So the first one?
Yes.
Okay, because if you rap, they're going to know it's you.
Yeah, I can't let him do it.
We've got to rescue Lin-Manuel Miranda from that bird's stomach so we can continue to scream nice things at him, scream your fans. They begin feverishly roaming the mall in search of the fictional bird that supposedly swallowed you. Now you're free to roam the mall in peace, but what store will you visit next? Do you go to whichever store is closest, which happens to be Borders Bookstore, or remember the song that actors playing your parents sang in your 2004 autobiographical off-Broadway play, Lin-Manuel Miranda, if you ever visit the mall, here's a store you must shop at?
Would do the first one.
All right, we're going to Borders.
Mm-hmm.
A huge line of people wearing wizard costumes are camped outside the entrance to Borders. You say, excuse me, what's going on here? I recognize this image.
Yes, excuse me. That's how he talks, actually.
Salutations, friend. I am Harry Potter, says one of the wizard cosplayers waiting outside Borders. We're online for the DVD release of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Do you say, didn't the DVD of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 come out in 2011? Or, in your excitement for Borders, you shove past the wizards without talking to them?
Too excited. I can't.
All right, we're just going to shove right past them.
Yeah, well, I've never been here before. I'm seeing it all.
Borders is out of business. You stare through the window at the tragically empty shelves of the store where once books and coffee coexisted in beautiful harmony. Do you sing a mournful dirge called Requiem for Borders Bookstore, or sing a defiant ballad called I Vow to Reopen Borders Bookstore Somehow?
Amazon's too strong. I will sing a mournful dirge.
All right, Requiem for Borders Bookstore.
D minor.
Here we go. Farewell, Borders. C'est la vie. I never had the chance to view your books and coffee. Borders Bookstore, so long and adieu. Now I cannot buy books and coffee in the same store. It's sad that Borders had to die. Goodbye forever, bookseller I adore. This doesn't rhyme. Farewell, Borders. Merci beaucoup. Oh, we're doing French now. Merci beaucoup. You've flown up to heaven in the sky so angels can buy books and coffee in you. Oh, beaucoup. I don't know French. Borders Bookstore, au revoir, and goodbye. I guess Lin-Manuel Miranda knows French better than I do. Wiping tears from your eyes, you stride away from the dead husk of Borders to explore the rest of the mall. You have $70 million to spend, and you're a grown-up, so you can keep track of how much money you have left from now on. Shop wherever you want, and just remember how much you're spending. You can do simple arithmetic, right? When you're out of money, click on I'm broke in order to fail. This is on the honor system. Maybe you'll find a way to reopen Borders Bookstore while you're at the mall. Or maybe not. You don't have to. It's a goal if you feel like having a goal. You're Lin-Manuel Miranda. Do whatever the hell you want.
Oh, let's go to McDonald's. Absolutely.
We're gonna go straight to McDonald's.
Absolutely.
All right. You go to the food court McDonald's. Welcome to McDonald's.
Knows it.
What?
Best Buy is not the Best Buy.
No, of course not. That's just what they're called.
Exactly.
Welcome to McDonald's, where you don't have to eat the meat, says the cashier. We have to put meat on our hamburgers to be able to legally call them hamburgers, she explains. But you don't have to eat the meat. It's up to you whether to eat the meat or not. We don't recommend eating the meat. We recommend eating around the meat. But if you really want the meat, we won't stop you from eating it. That's why at McDonald's we have the motto, you can eat the meat if you really want to, but we don't recommend it. Trademark. Do you ask, is there something wrong with the meat? Or do you buy a cheeseburger and pay McDonald's $10 million and 3 Tony Awards for it? Or do you simply leave the McDonald's?
I would buy a cheeseburger.
All right.
I'm the type of guy I am.
We have purchased 1 cheeseburger. If you do decide to eat the meat, we recommend swallowing the burger patty whole like a lozenge, says the McDonald's cashier. That way you taste it less as it goes down your throat. Do you eat the meat or do you eat around the meat?
If I was Lin-Manuel Miranda, I would eat the meat.
He's gonna eat the meat, chat. You slide the hamburger patty down your throat, wedging it into your esophagus. The meat is very tough and is the perfect size and shape to block your windpipe. Wrapping right now would put you at a serious risk of choking to death. Do you carefully eat the meat without rapping or singing to avoid choking to death? Or do you rap about it?
I would rap about this because that's my only power I have.
Well, you're choking to death. This isn't good. Hang on, I didn't do the rap. And uh-oh. Okay, chat, so we can't go back. Sorry. we missed the rap. I forgot if you clicked on it, it goes away. Okay, well, you're choking to death. This isn't good. Do you die or call 911 to ask for help?
If I was Lin-Manuel Miranda, I would probably die.
You find yourself standing on the edge of a cloud facing a huge golden gate. Do you enter heaven or rap about it?
Well, I'd rap about it first.
All right. It seems that I've shuffled off this mortal coil. Farewell world, farewell life's toil. Lin-Manuel Miranda is alive no more. For now I stand before heaven's door.
Good.
Cloud mist swirls around you, and when it fades away, you find yourself standing before America's founding fathers. Lin-Manuel Miranda, we're big fans of your work, says Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton made American history cool, says George Washington. You brought us out of the history books and turned our life stories into an engaging piece of musical theater. Having African-American actors play us was a stroke of genius, says Thomas Jefferson. Hamilton forces the viewer to process the moral duality of us founding fathers, who created a nation that guarantees freedom for all, while also paradoxically committing the sin of slavery. The music is really toe-tapping, too.
I would say, I think you guys did slavery.
All right, so we're... Just so everybody, if anyone's just listening,
not cancel culture.
The options are, am I dead? Thanks for making America. I think it's wrong that you guys did slavery. And I am trying to reopen borders. Do you have any advice for me? You're going to say, I think it's wrong you guys did slavery? Ice King?
Absolutely, yes.
All right. Yeah, says George Washington after a long pause. We feel really bad about the whole slavery thing. We've had a lot of time in heaven to think about it, and it was wrong. Keep in mind, we lived before electricity existed, says James Madison. That's not a defense, but it's really easy for modern people to say they're against slavery when they have electricity doing most of the work for them. I guarantee you, if you took away electricity and gave everyone the choice of turning their own butter or having a slave do it, 90% of people would suddenly be in favor of slavery. Also, if I'm being honest, we were horribly racist. Anyway, our punishment for doing slavery is that we have to feel guilty about it for all eternity, says George Washington. That doesn't sound rough, but think of how long eternity is. Do you say, am I dead? Do you say, thanks for making America? Do you say, I'm trying to reopen borders, do you have any advice for me? Or do you wake up back in the mall?
I would ask them if I'm dead.
Oh boy. No, you are not dead, says Alexander Hamilton. You are merely unconscious, and your soul will fly back into your body as soon as you wake up. Before you can say anything else, Alexander Hamilton holds up a finger, and just to get the other afterlife frequently asked questions out of the way, 1. Yes, God is real, and he loves you. 2. No, you can't meet him yet. Seeing his glory would kill you for real, so you gotta wait until you actually die before you can meet him. Even then, he's pretty busy, so you really only get to talk to him for about 10 minutes, like every 100 years or so. I've only spoken to him twice since I died, but he was very nice. 3. Yes, I said he. God is male. Not trying to be controversial about it. He's a dude. I mean, I met him. He has a beard. That's not to say there would be anything wrong with a woman god, but that's just not the way it is. 4. Jesus is real. He does have miraculous powers, but he's way more important in the Bible than he is in real life. He's sort of like Wolverine in the X-Men comics. Pretty important character, but there are lots of other X-Men too, you know? 5. Hell is real, but it's basically like a Swedish prison. It's not that bad. It's mostly there to isolate serial killers from everyone else because we don't want to hang out with them. 6. Obviously, monotheism is right. 7. Am I forgetting anything? Ghosts don't exist, not on Earth, so anyone who ever said they saw a ghost was either lying or crazy. 8. Dead souls in heaven can see anything on earth happening at any time. Yes, we can see you naked in the bathroom. No, we don't care. After you've been dead for a few centuries, you outgrow oogling people. 9. Aliens did visit the ancient Egyptians, but it was to admire the pyramids as tourists, not help build them. And the aliens were invisible the whole time. We're careful not to affect anything and left Earth pretty soon afterward and haven't been back yet. 10. Heaven is fun. It's basically like the holodeck from Star Trek, but with more emotional fulfillment. You'll enjoy it eventually. 11. Angels are real, but they're freaky with lots of limbs and animal heads and eyeballs in weird places. Not the handsome people with wings kind. They're cool though. I have a lot of friends who are angels. 12. That's pretty much it, I think.
That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, I guess that's the recently dead, frequently asked questions there. Do you say, thanks for making America? Do you reiterate that you think it's wrong that they did slavery? Do you ask, or you say, I am trying to reopen borders. Do you have any advice for me? Or do you wake up back in the mall?
I asked for some advice on opening the store, which I don't care about opening.
All right. Now I have to scroll way back up. Says Alexander Hamilton. We're not experts on books, but we know who is. Hey, Johannes Gutenberg, can you hop over here for a second? Johannes Gutenberg, inventor of the printing press, materializes nearby, says, hey guys, what's up? Oh wow, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm a huge fan of your work. And then you say, Johannes Gutenberg, how can I reopen Borders bookstore?
I would say that, yes.
At the heart. If you were, okay, yeah, that's right. You're role-playing as Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Keep reminding myself this.
At the heart of every Borders bookstore was one of my magical Gutenberg Bibles, explains Gutenberg. That gave Borders the power of selling books, but to also give Borders the power of selling coffee as well, they spilled my favorite coffee drink on the Gutenberg Bible. A coffee-soaked Gutenberg Bible is the secret of how Borders was able to sell both books and coffee, but it only works if you use my favorite coffee drink, which is a Mocha Blaster. Oh. You say, thanks for that info and also for inventing the printing press. All right.
That's the only thing I can say.
Yes. There were no options.
Give me an option. Okay.
All right.
I'm watching the stream, so I was
you can see it. I'm sharing it on Discord. It's probably easier to see.
Yeah.
Because then you keep up with me. Don't mention it, says Johannes Gutenberg. Then you have the option to say, am I dead? You can say
I guess I'd say no. I guess I go back to the mall.
All right. We're going to
like it wants me to go back to the mall.
Wake up back in the mall. Heaven blurs around you as you start to wake up. Farewell, Lin-Manuel Miranda, says Alexander Hamilton. You will not remember any part of coming to heaven except for the information you need to know. Actually, I don't think heaven wipes visitors' memories anymore, says George Washington. They stopped doing that after accidentally deleting too many memories and turning this one guy into a vegetable. Oh, never mind then, says Alexander Hamilton. I guess you'll remember all this. Anyway, nice chatting with you. Good luck at the mall. Do you awaken or do you toss $20 million to the founding fathers before you leave heaven as a tip for all their advice?
I'd chuck them some cash. They really helped me earn it, you know.
I just performed CPR on you and saved your life, says the McDonald's cashier. Also, I tasted some McDonald's burger juice from your mouth while I was performing mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and it was better than I remembered. I think McDonald's has improved their meat formula or something, because it tasted okay. Not good, but better than it used to. You have to give McDonald's credit for improving their food, even if you still wouldn't want to eat there. And then you thank the McDonald's cashier by casting her as Betsy Ross in Hamilton and writing a new song for her to sing on stage. Wait till they get a load of this nice flag I'm sewing, and then go shop elsewhere in the mall.
She tasted the meat juice in my mouth.
Meat juice.
If I was Lin-Manuel Miranda, I'd be pretty honored by that.
Sure, yeah. You are Lin-Manuel Miranda, and you are in the paradise known as the mall. Where do you want to go next?
Go to Tragically Just Coffee, I guess.
All right, we're going to Tragically Just Coffee.
Our nerves are shattered. Yeah, the author really hates McDonald's.
Welcome to Tragically Just Coffee, the wretched cafe where books aren't also for sale, says the barista. Would you like to buy one of our dumb, bookless coffees? Do you?
That looks a guy I used to work with at a coffee shop. Almost exactly.
Yeah, he's like the poster child. He is literally the stock image.
Had a sign said "Attitude is on the house."
Perfect. So do you buy a coffee or rap about coffee?
I think I'm just gonna buy a coffee right now.
All right, perfect. Which coffee drink do you want to buy and pay $12 million for? And there's a large list. You can buy a coffee, an espresso delight, a mega coffee, whole milk with 1 coffee bean floating in it, widow's lament, mocha blaster, gentleman's frap, espresso tragedy, hyper coffee, mostly coffee, pervert's frap, and just latte art without any beverage beneath the foam.
The pervert frap sounds really good, but I think I'm going to go with the gentleman frap.
All right. The barista hands you your coffee drink. It smells like burnt rubber and molasses, which is exactly how you like your coffee. Do you chug the coffee at the cash register and immediately order another one, or do you leave?
Chug it. Absolutely.
Chug. And then, which coffee drink do you want to buy and pay $12 million for?
Oh, another 12 million?
Yeah, you gotta buy. You just drank your first coffee. Now you gotta get another one.
Wow, can't get out of here.
Well, you could have, but you decided to stay at the register, so he's expecting you to order another coffee.
The widow's lament.
The widow's lament.
In the industry.
The barista hands you your coffee drink. It smells like burnt rubber and molasses, which is exactly how you like your coffee. Do you chug the coffee at the cash register and immediately order another one, or leave?
I leave.
You are Lin-Manuel Miranda, and you are in the paradise known as the Mall. Where do you want to go next?
Am I broke?
I don't know. Were you keeping track?
No.
He wasn't keeping track, chat.
My finances.
Specifically said you're an adult and you can keep track yourself, and absolutely did not.
Let's go to Best Buy since we're making bad decisions.
All right, Best Buy. You walk to Best Buy, a giant warehouse filled with televisions. You don't own a television, but you've always been interested in them because they're basically Broadway theaters small enough to fit in a house. Do you talk to a Best Buy employee or watch TV on the Best Buy televisions?
I'd watch a little TV and digest that coffee.
All the TVs in Best Buy are playing Disney's Moana, an animated musical with songs written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Do you watch Disney's Moana or leave Best Buy?
I would watch Disney's Moana.
Excellent choice. Moana singing. I'm not going to sing this song. You guys all know the song.
Ice Queen will sing it for us.
No.
Do you want to keep watching Moana or talk to a Best Buy employee?
I would like to talk to a Best Buy employee.
All right, let's talk to a Best Buy employee. I know you guys really want to hear me sing songs for Moana, but that's not going to happen on this stream. We're going to need a lot more people watching for me to sing. A kindly old merchant greets you. Welcome to Best Buy's Electronics Emporium. I am Best Buy, the purveyor of this fine family-run store. How may I help you today? Do you say, hello, I am here to shop? Do you politely brush off Mr. Buy and go check out the TVs, or do you leave Best Buy?
The second one.
You're going to politely brush him off and go check out the TVs?
Manuel Miranda, I would, yes.
Okay. All the TVs in Best Buy are playing Disney's Moana, an animated musical with songs written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Do you watch Disney's Moana or leave Best Buy?
I'm gonna leave Best Buy because this is not. I don't want to watch any Disney.
You are Lin-Manuel Miranda, and you're in the paradise known as the Mall. Where do you want to go next?
Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't see Paul. Let's go talk to Paul.
You speak to Paul Blart, Mall Cop. You encounter Paul Blart, Mall Cop, standing still on a Segway. Paul Blart glumly surveys the mall from his perch on the mechanized scooter. Do you say, wow, it's Paul Blart, Mall Cop? Or do you say, wow, it's comedian Kevin James?
I would say it's Paul Blart because it's obviously Paul Blart.
I'm not really Paul Blart. I didn't used to look this way, says the security guard as he chokes back his sorrow. After the popular 2009 film Paul Blart Mall Cop, the mall tried to drum up business by having their security guard surgically altered to look like Paul Blart. I volunteered for the surgery because I was excited to look like a character from a major motion picture. Do you ask, why are you so sad? Or do you lose interest now that you know it isn't Paul Blart and continue shopping elsewhere?
I'd dig deeper. Why are you so sad?
Because after the surgery to turn me into Paul Blart Mall Cop, I bought a DVD of Paul Blart Mall Cop from Borders and watched the movie. And it turns out Paul Blart is a real klutz. The guard grimaces in anger and shame. I thought I was being surgically altered into a dashing hero, but the film depicts Paul Blart Mall Cop as a hapless buffoon who's often bad at his job. Now I'm stuck looking like a portly moron for the rest of my life. Do you ask, have you tried embracing being Paul Blart Mall Cop? Maybe you'll enjoy it. Or do you ask, have you tried getting surgically altered back to your old self?
Yeah, I'd offer solutions. Second one.
Okay. The security guard shakes his head. The surgeon says they can't operate on me because Paul Blart is too funny, and every time they see me, they start laughing so hard they drop their scalpels. The Paul Blart procedure is irreversible. Do you ask, have you tried embracing being Paul Blart Mall Cop? Maybe you'll enjoy it. Or do you say, maybe I can help you somehow? And hello, Roros.
Hey, Rose. I would say, deal. If I was Lin-Manuel Miranda, I would say deal with your reality.
Embrace being Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yes. Absolutely.
I tried to embrace being Paul Blart. For example, sometimes I'll trip on purpose, or get in an argument with a shoplifter and let them beat me up, or I'll fumble while trying to hold something and then drop the thing on the floor. People laugh when I do these antics, but I think they're laughing at me, not with me. It's very demoralizing. The man, who is not actually Paul Blart, sighs in frustration. What's worse, sometimes people don't even notice. One time in 2011, I went to Borders to read the Holy Bible, and while I was reading the Holy Bible, I deliberately loosened my belt to make my pants fall down, and then I tripped on my pants and tumbled out the door of Borders with the Bible and pretended to accidentally slam the Bible shut on my genitals as hard as I could and humorously screamed, "Ouch. Blart's testicles are experiencing difficulty." Then I stepped backwards so a person in a motorized wheelchair would hit me, and I let the wheelchair drag me around the mall for a few hours while I made consternated expressions. I thought those Blart antics were pretty funny, but nobody happened to be paying attention, and I got pretty badly injured. A single tear rolls down the faux Blart's cheek. I'm trying to make lemonades out of lemons here, but honestly, if I could do it all over again, I wish I hadn't let surgeons turn me into Paul Blart as part of a marketing campaign.
I think we can help him.
All right. Yeah. Maybe I can help you somehow, you say?
Heavily on, if I was Manuel Miranda, I would be.
You're telling me you wouldn't help a poor guy who'd been surgically altered to look like Paul Blart Mall Cop?
Give him money to go under the knife to save his life.
All right. I doubt it, says the false Paul Blart as he bends over to theatrically rip his pants open, revealing his heart-patterned underwear. Do you give the poor bastard $30 million to cheer him up, offer him your Jack Skellington costume so he can look like Jack Skellington instead of Paul Blart, or give him a sympathetic pat on the back, causing him to let loose an embarrassing audible fart and then continue shopping? Yikes.
I mean, we're not talking as Ice King, we're talking as if I was...
You're Lin-Manuel Miranda, yes.
If I was the famous playwright, I would probably do the third one.
Give him a sympathetic pat on the back, causing him to let loose an embarrassing audible fart, then continue shopping. You are Lin-Manuel Miranda. You were in the paradise known as the Mall. Where do you want to go next?
I'm not going to that damn bookstore. I think I'm broke.
All right, you're broke.
I think I am.
Oh crap, this is not good. You blew all your money at the mall and are completely bankrupt. You are utterly financially ruined without a penny to your name. The only thing you can do now is go perform a production of Hamilton and wait until you sell enough theater tickets to get rich again. You go to the Hamilton Theater in New York City's Broadway district.
That's what I would do. Yeah.
You leave the mall and head over to the Broadway Theater, where packed audiences pay hundreds of dollars per seat to see your hit musical. You go in the theater and perform Hamilton. All right.
Absolutely.
I'm not singing George Washington's part here.
You do.
Not happening. Hang on. How many people are watching? Not enough people. You get 50 people in here, I'll sing whatever you want. I will rap, though. Mr. Washington, sir, allow me to chime. Can I tell you my idea if you've got the time? My name is Alexander Hamilton, and I'd like to propose a rather good title. Here's how it goes. The Freedom Scroll of Infinite Liberty is what I suggest. There's no better name. This is the best. We'll mail King George a copy on a page of black vellum, written in blood red letters. It'll look freaking awesome. It doesn't rhyme. George Washington says, on second thought, I'm warming up to Declaration of Independence. Let's go with that. I think it works good enough. But Alexander Hamilton, I admire your confidence. I think you've got the right stuff. Can I offer you a job leading the revolution's armies? We'll give you a gun. It's pretty cool. You can shoot British people, and it's legal because they're enemies. Just don't do something stupid like get in a duel.
Boys.
All right. Now you check how much money you have after selling out Hamilton. You earned more money from Hamilton, and your net worth is now $1 billion.
You can go back to the mall?
You take your $1 billion and return to the mall. All right. You are Lin-Manuel Miranda, and you are in the paradise known as the mall. Where do you want to go next?
I guess we have to go, unfortunately, Just Books is the only place we haven't been.
It's true. Hello, and welcome to Unfortunately Just Books, the dumb bookstore that doesn't also sell coffee, says the bookseller behind the counter. Feel free to browse around this uncaffeinated wasteland of published garbage. Do you look at the greeting cards, look at the novels, look at the libretto for your musical In the Heights, look at the store's Gutenberg Bible, or leave the bookstore?
I would check out the Gutenberg Bible.
All right.
You have to. There's one around.
There's a priceless first edition Gutenberg Bible on one of the shelves. The price tag on the priceless book is only $30 million, which isn't that expensive, but it's written in incomprehensible medieval English, so you can't even read it. Do you browse something else? Yes, you do.
I do, yes.
Now, what would you like to do?
I would like to I'd check the greeting cards out.
Let's look at the greeting cards.
You never know when you need one.
Outside of the card, now that you're retired, you have more time to spend at the beach. Inside of card, as a dumb, fat, old, over-the-hill, ugly, smelly idiot. Happy birthday, Grandpa. I'm going to get that for somebody for their birthday.
I think we'll get that, but look at the nips on that one.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's a very well-endowed man. All right. So you can now look at the novels, look at the libretto for your musical In the Heights, or leave the bookstore, or go back and do one of the other two things.
To just get a little distraction.
Look at the novels.
Yes.
Counterintelligence Dawn at Spy Ridge, Book 2 of the Sloane Steelson Chronicles. Private Eye Sloane Steelson is back in his most thrilling spy adventure yet, after the rogue CIA unit known as Viper kidnaps Sloane Steelson's wife and brainwashes her to think she's a horse. Sloane must infiltrate the top-secret government barn where she's being held hostage to uncover the dark secret behind Project Farm and save the presidents of 6 countries, including America. Brandon Ballsworth has done it again with Counterintelligence Dawn at Spy Ridge, Book 2 of the Sloane Steelson Chronicles. Stephen King, author of The Green Mile.
Wow.
I would read that book.
Brandon Ballsworth.
Browse something else.
Had me there. I would browse something else, absolutely.
All right. What would you like to look at?
Options? We've looked at the Gutenberg Bible. We've looked at novels. We've looked at greeting cards. We have not looked at the libretto of my musical.
All right, let's go look at the libretto for your musical In the Heights. Oh, boy. All right, so this is just the lyrics to a very long song that we're not going to sing.
That would make even more viewers, I think.
Yes. I don't even know what the melody for this would be. Like, I just kind of want to do from West Side Story. Time to drink milk at the bodega, which is basically a grocery store. Not going to pay for milk at the bodega. Drink some milk, then drink more. Something like that. I don't even
know that melody.
You'd see, exactly. You got to watch West Side Story. All right, now what are we doing?
Is that it?
That's all there is to do with literally, or unfortunately, just books. Leave the bookstore. Okay. You are Lin-Manuel Miranda, and you are in the paradise known as the Mall. Where do you want to go next? Would you like to call the hint line?
Oh, I'm not broke. Is there a hint line?
Well, I'm a hint line.
Oh, I would, yes.
I believe that Mr. Gutenberg suggested spilling his favorite coffee drink on one of his Bibles.
Oh my goodness. So we should go to the, yes.
What's yes? Where are we going?
We are going to, so wait, where's the Gutenberg Bible?
You just looked at one at the bookstore.
So how do I spill coffee on it?
You gotta buy a coffee.
Oh, let's go get a coffee.
Okay.
Oh, don't drink it, but I keep drinking it. Yeah.
All right. Are you going to buy a coffee or are you going to rap about coffee?
I'm going to buy a coffee.
All right. What kind of coffee are you going to buy?
I'm going to buy the Espresso Delight.
Okay. He's going to buy the Espresso Delight. Then what?
Then we're going to leave.
All right. We've left. Now what?
And now we're going to go to, unfortunately, books.
Okay.
Just books. Let's go check out the Bible.
Okay. There's a price list. First edition Gutenberg Bible on one of the shelves. The price tag on the priceless book is only $30 million, which isn't that expensive, but it's written in incomprehensible medieval English, so you can't even read it. You browse something else. You bought the wrong coffee. Do you remember what coffee is his favorite?
No.
Okay, I'm going to help you out here. We're going to go to the coffee shop. We're going to buy a coffee. We're going to buy his favorite coffee drink, the Mocha Blaster. The barista hands you a Mocha Blaster, a piping hot coffee drink that is half drip coffee, half ice cream sundae fudge, with a pound of chocolate chips and unshelled peanuts mixed in. I would drink that. Do you walk around the mall with your Mocha Blaster or chug the coffee at the register and immediately order another one? Okay. Now what are we doing? You are wandering around the mall with your scalding hot Mocha Blaster. Where do you want to shop? The bookstore?
Yep.
Okay.
Bookstore.
Hello and welcome to Unfortunately Just Books, the dumb bookstore that doesn't also sell coffee, says the bookseller behind the counter. Wow, is that coffee? There's coffee in this bookstore? This is a dream come true. I'm still sad we don't sell coffee, but just being in the presence of coffee and books at the same time is an incredible experience. You spill coffee on the store's Gutenberg Bible.
Exactly.
You spill your Mocha Blaster onto the Gutenberg Bible. The ancient tome starts to glow with holy power and is surrounded by a golden nimbus of flying letters. The entire mall shakes as deafeningly loud angelic voices chant, "Borders Bookstore is having a grand reopening," in a divine cacophony. Then the Gutenberg Bible floats off the table and flies out the door. You follow the Gutenberg Bible to the Borders Bookstore.
It was Lin-Manuel, whatever.
The Gutenberg Bible soars into Borders Bookstore and lands onto a table. The Bible releases a glowing shockwave of energy that passes over the empty bookshelves, magically filling them all with the latest bestsellers. In one corner of Borders, the once desolate cafe is miraculously refilled with coffee and pastries. Borders is ready to go, except there are no employees inside. Then dozens of little sparks flutter out of the Gutenberg Bible and land on the floor across the bookstore. Everywhere they land, a human embryo appears, which rapidly ages into a baby, then a child, then a nude adult. Doves swoop through the mall into Borders carrying Borders employee uniforms and clothe all the recently spawned Borders employees. The Harry Potter fans that were waiting outside of Borders give a celebratory cheer, then file into the store to buy DVDs of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Oh, the first one. I'm ready.
Do you say, at long last, or do you, at long last, enter Borders to shop for both books and coffee in the same store? Or leave the mall and go home because you don't care about the Borders bookstore and you're done shopping for today?
So, at long last, enter
All right.
Borders.
You enter Borders and buy a copy of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and a Small Coffee. You read the first few chapters while sipping coffee in the Borders cafe, use the Borders bathroom to urinate, then head home and forget the book on the subway. Congratulations, Lin-Manuel Miranda. You have reopened Borders Bookstore without blowing all your money at the mall, which is a pretty nice accomplishment, but nothing special compared to all your award-winning songs and plays. Your Wikipedia page gets an extra sentence added near the bottom that reads, Lin-Manuel Miranda reopened Borders Bookstore and didn't blow all his money at the mall. Congratulations, Lin-Manuel Miranda. You've done it.
I kind of feel like Lin-Manuel Miranda now.
You look like him too.
We do have similar foreheads.
I think it's the fact that you guys have hair.
Oh, okay.
That'll do it.
That we had 2 eyes and a nose.
Yeah, of course. All right, so we got through Lin-Manuel Miranda at the mall. Whew. Why don't we look through some more pages? We'll take a little break here.
Very clever. The clues hidden in there.
Yeah, it was like a mystery game.
That one though is distracting because of all the wrapping.
It's true, yeah. All right, so we have your Hogwarts only guidance counselor. Can you convince anyone to go to college? Do they have wizarding colleges?
Not really.
You're a giant squid. Can you fight and defeat a boat? This one has no picture, but it says Mr. Circle goes to Shape City.
See, that's gonna be weird. That one's gonna be esoteric.
They're all weird. All right. You lied your way into a job as a surgeon. Can you avoid killing anyone long enough to collect your first paycheck? You got hot. Can you have fun at your 10-year high school reunion?
Absolutely.
Convince a young Michael Jordan to become a plumber. Hello, you're the monkey detective. Can you figure out which monkey stole your wine? You are the United Nations Secretary General. Can you use the bathroom for 5 freaking minutes without World War III breaking out?
Probably not.
Welcome to heaven. Can you become God's favorite? Learn to loot, smash skulls, and scream the right way in our protest safety simulator. Welcome to defensive driving, chumps. Your mind for the next 6 hours.
Defensive driving.
Oh, these are good. Emmykin says, I don't believe they do in the Harry Potter universe. You have to go to a different universe for that. To go to college, you have to shift into the
realm of men.
The Clifford the Big Red Dog universe, where Emily Elizabeth is a huge racist.
See, I don't even know about that.
A Tooth in Death's Mouth, a Sam Stone Marrow mystery. Oh, that just sounds like a fun book. Can you help your dad lose his virginity at the Super Bowl?
Oh, this one, the 3500 BC.
You live in 3500 BC. Can you become the first human to ride a horse?
Love stuff like that.
You want to do this one?
Yeah, I love time travel stuff.
All right. The year is 3500 BC, a time when everyone's landlord was a rock, animals were synonymous with clothing, and public nudity was largely acceptable if you didn't want to wear clothing. But that's about to change. Everything's about to change. Major changes in human culture are on the horizon. From the invention of writing to the very first sailboats to the earliest recorded sleepover pranks, each bit of ingenuity from this era will serve as the bedrock of mankind's advancement through the rest of history. Society-shaping discoveries are being made left and right, like the wheel.
I think that's a good wheel.
Ooh, look at this guy. Hello.
Look how precise that is.
Hey, don't you look at my wheel. Don't you fucking look at it, shouts Richard Wheel. He's the guy who invented the wheel. He's not very humble about it. Just look at this brilliant little invention of mine. Soon people everywhere will be using the wheel to roll off hillsides and crush rabbits so they can make shoes out of them. Best thing to happen to mankind since Baldo Fire became the first human to harness fire, no doubt. You say, wow, really cool, Richard Wheel, but I'm kind of busy with an idea of my own that's going to change the world.
Dick Wheel is his name?
His name's Dick Wheel, yes. That's precious, you having a little idea of your own. Bet it's not the wheel, because I made that. You say, I'm going to ride a horse.
Yeah, gonna domesticate.
Wait, as in the animal? What do you mean, ride a horse? You say, Yes, I'm going to get a horse to let me sit on it and take me wherever I want to go.
Animal domestication is like always the big skill to learn in like Civ games.
Wow, definitely don't do that. What a dumb and reckless idea. Wild horses are dangerous and they hate humans. Anytime you get near one that you're not about to spear in the jugular, they'll hoof you to death or drag you to the beach and eat all your clothes. This is the way it's been between people and horses since the dawn of time. No way they just up and let you put your crotch on their back. That's why us 3500 BC folks stick to eating horses or making pants out of them, not sitting on them. Seems like you've already forgotten the time you tried sitting on a crow so you could fly everywhere. You only made it 30 miles before it dropped you from 100 feet in the air. Wheels are the future, not sitting on horses. Don't be a jackass. What the hell would riding a horse do for anyone besides get your troglodyte ass horse murdered? Do you say? Roro says, sounds like a modern D&D with Star Shard as the GM. That's basically what we're doing, yes. It's a choose your own adventure kind of thing.
It can get weird though.
Well, this specifically, I picked this because they're weird. Because that's what I do. Do you?
If I was me in this situation.
Yes.
Not me. Who am I?
You are someone in 3500 BC. You could be you.
An ancestor of mine. I'd be practical. I'd go for the center one.
All right. Hunting on horseback would be a huge advantage because even if you don't catch anything, you still have something to eat. Well, good luck with that, even though you'll probably die. I'm gonna go roll this off a mountain towards a fawn and make a vest out of it. Later. You viciously mock Richard Wheel behind his back as he leaves. At first, you wanted to pioneer horse riding because of all the benefits that horse subservience to humans would offer. Now you're additionally motivated to ride a horse just to spite Richard Wheel and his fucking circle. This monumental human achievement is totally up for grabs. If you want it, the glory of being the first person to ride a horse is yours. Do you resolve to be the first human to ride a horse, or resolve to invent the first sewage system instead?
Civilization can be damned. It can wait. It's gonna happen anyway. Let's ride this horse.
All right.
Let's light the candle.
Excellent. Now that you've made it your mission to ride a horse, it's time to go find one and make being on a horse the future of going. You doodle a blueprint of your plan on the soles of your cragged, filthy 3500 BC feet, just so you still get credit for the idea of riding a horse, even if you die trying. You look for horses.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, no horses here. You continue looking for horses. None here either. You continue looking for horses.
Gotta go to Asia for that.
Hold up.
Look at that.
That's Horse Family Bath Mountain, where wild horses and family baths are. Do you want to check Horse/Family Bath Mountain for horses or look elsewhere?
I do.
Do you check Horse Family Bath Mountain for horses? Check the mud for horse clues instead? Or say, I've changed my mind. I want to develop the first sewage system.
Check the mud. Sorry.
All right, let's look at the mud.
Cat was cute.
Ah, finally. A horse clearly tried licking a rainbow into the mud here. You're getting close. You think you can even smell them. You follow the equine aroma. Okay. You found horses. Now what? Do you practice riding something else first? Straight up jump on a horse and hold on, become the herd's alpha so they obey you, or pitch them the idea of having them carry you everywhere and doing your manual labor until they die?
I would straight up jump on the horse.
All right.
Man of action.
You're a man of action? All right. As you sprint toward the herd to jump on one, they all disperse, except for this horse. It appears to be the herd's alpha. You can tell that this horse is the dominant leader of the herd because it has an incredibly small human penis that every other horse in the herd keeps bowing to when they trot by him. What? Get on that horse. Before you can jump on the horse, it trots backwards towards you while peering over its shoulder, stops for 5 seconds to casually urinate as if you can tell it's about to kick you in the face, then violently throws its leg back to whomp you in the chomper hard. Do you quickly wrap your arms around its leg and never let go?
Yes.
Oh no. This spiteful horse ran all the way to the desert, bit you on the face until you let go of its leg, sucked the moisture out of you through your mouth to hydrate itself, ate the deerskin tunic off your body, and left you naked to die of thirst as it sprinted back to its herd. To rub salt in the wound, an hour later, when you thought it was long gone, the horse returned carrying 15 rattlesnakes inside its mouth and threw them on you. At first, the rattlesnakes didn't seem to want to hurt you, but then each of them threw up a rat, and all the rats ate through your skin and made a nest in your stomach.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Never trust a horse.
You died an agonizing 4 days later after the horse returned again to sit on your head. You failed at being the first person to ride a horse. Try again. Do you return to checkpoint or start over?
I think I know when I'm beaten.
All right.
You know?
Back to the main menu.
Wow. I feel like Owen Wilson.
Wow. And Roros redeemed This Is Fine, so it played the excellent sound clip that you could not hear because unless you had the stream unmuted.
No, I don't.
Okay. Ooh, it's 2:51 a.m. This is just, I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Want to leave Earth? Go colonize Mars. Hey, that's topical. Acquire frogs. Ooh. You were abducted by aliens. Will anyone ever believe you? Yeah, Roros, that was perfect timing. That was great. You've uploaded your consciousness onto a 250 megabyte hard drive. Please customize your perfect new digital life. It's time to marry Rob and come watch the first ever online television. What does that even mean? Must be a period piece.
I guess the alien one.
All right. You were abducted by aliens. Will anyone ever believe you?
No.
In the alien energy beam, it's a warm blue. Ah, warm blue.
Warm blue is good.
Such warm blue. The warm blue is gone. Your head is spinning. You look around. You don't know where you are. You are alone. Near you is a tree with a message scrawled into the trunk. You inspect the message. A message is carved into the tree. Tell them about the aliens. You have to. You are God. You've carved your initials into tree trunks enough times in your life to recognize it immediately as your own handwriting. But what does it mean? Do you say, of course, it's a reminder that I need to tell someone that I was abducted by aliens, or, of course, it's a reminder that I need to tell someone that I was abducted by aliens and that I am God?
Second one.
All right. So, it's settled. You have to tell someone about being abducted by the aliens who left you here alone. Do you ask, where am I, or when am I?
When?
When am I? It is nighttime in the woods. Where am I? Hail a cab or look to the sky.
To the sky. Always
look to the sky. You look to the sky, but nothing looks back. Not even aliens. Where am I? When am I? Or hail a cab.
Where am I?
You are in the woods at night. Do you
hail a cab?
Hail a cab. All right. You stick your arm up in the universal sign for taxi, which you probably know living in or around New York City. A cab immediately bursts from the forest. It screeches to a halt. Where to? Do you say, to my sister's apartment, I need to tell her about the aliens who stole me from the atmosphere, or never mind, please drive on, leave me alone?
My sister's apartment.
Aliens, and here I thought I'd heard it all, says the cabbie in disbelief. Aliens, I've never even heard of such a thing. Aliens, now what kind of thing is that? Aliens? Do you say, an alien is a person who lives in a UFO. Please get back in your cab. Or, an alien is a kind of mutant pilot. Please get back in your cab.
The first one.
All right. Whatever you say, bud. Aliens, I swear, says the cabbie. Now, where was it you wanted to go? Do you say, take me to my sister's house, or right here is fine?
To my sister's house. firmly.
Sister's apartment, got it, says the cabbie. He floors it, and pretty soon you're out of the forest and surrounded by the lights of the city where your sister lives. So aliens, huh? Do you say, yeah, big ones, yeah, small ones, or no aliens?
Yeah, big ones.
Big ones. You begin describing the big aliens. They were big. Wow, big aliens, says the cabbie. Now we're talking. I never heard anything like that. What were the big aliens like? Did they have legs? You say they had skin like leather. The cabbie nods excitedly. Do you say, and these hollow black eyes, or and that's it?
And these hollow black eyes.
Hollow black eyes. The cabbie is wrapped with awe. Do you say, with fearsome ivory fangs, or and that's it?
And that's it.
And that's it. Oh, that's too bad, says the cabbie. Like I said, I never heard of anything like aliens before, but I was getting ready to believe you. Especially if they had big, nice legs. Ones like you described, though. Thanks, but no thanks. Do you pass the rest of the ride in silence, or say, come to think of it, the aliens I saw did have big, nice legs. 5 of them.
Of it. Now that I remember correctly, I recall that they did have.
They had the legs. Ah, the legs. I can picture it perfectly, says the cabbie. Aliens. I never heard of nothing like that before, but I can practically see those legs kicking, so nice and big. The cab begins to swerve as the cabbie becomes more excited about how big the aliens' legs were, and is no longer paying any attention to the road. Do you say, I'm telling the truth, the legs were big, or wait, I just remembered the legs were small?
I'm telling the truth.
All right.
Oh.
Yes. Those big alien legs. The cabbie shrieks as he completely loses control of the vehicle, which goes careening up a nearby volcano.
Wow.
His last words as the taxi plummets over the verge into the molten lava are, I believe you. Someone believed that you were abducted by aliens, but at what cost? At the cost of dying in a volcano.
Well,
you got us killed, Ice King.
Nobody expected that.
I guess not. Yeah.
I don't even think nobody.
Yeah, the
That was abrupt.
Let's see, where do we left off here? Let's go to the next page and see what we got. You are Robot Boy. Can you save Japan from monsters? You're Usain Bolt. Can you win gold in Rio and catch the Olympic Strangler? Was that a thing? Pleasure, this fern. Why is Mr. Circle goes to Shape City on here so many times? That's a little weird. Hang on, let me click on this. Maybe it's... What the heck? What the heck is this? This is just a regular game.
You can try it.
Oh, no, that's not happening. We're not doing that one. That's going to involve a lot of clicking. All right, let me get back to it. Yep, keep going, keep going. All right, you switched bodies with your mom. Can you learn a little something about each other? We got a Freaky Friday type situation. Can you defeat the chess computer?
Can you defeat the chess computer?
At chess or just in general? Because I don't think I could take on a chess computer that looks that buff.
That chess computer looks pretty tough.
It's summer. Time to go camping with your dad and his friends. No thanks. Shove some culture into your trash brain with this interactive virtual tour of the Louvre.
I'd rather not, actually.
You are the cannibal lobster man of New England. Can you become the governor of Maine? Can you find a summer romance? Your period is a day late. Are you pregnant?
No, we're doing Massachusetts. Yeah.
You want to do that one?
I'm from there. Yeah, I have to.
This is Maine.
New England. Same thing.
Not the same thing.
Absolutely. Are you from New England?
No.
See?
I'm not from anywhere, though, so I can kind of be from anywhere.
Wouldn't know.
All right. So this will be the last one, and then we'll do what you want to do. Sound good?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Because reading these is like taking its toll.
Oh, yeah.
Hubris Laboratory, outskirts of Augusta, Maine, where Ice King claims to be from. Hunger.
the outskirts of Maine, Massachusetts.
You look down at your powerful, affront to God body. You've spent your entire life imprisoned in this glass tank, hungering for human flesh. The scientists only feed you pellets. You don't want pellets. And today is the day you finally can't take it anymore. You hear the sound of a tour group approaching your glass prison. Hunger. The tour leader brings the tour group right up next to your tank. Welcome to Hubris Laboratories, the most advanced science research center and only science research center in Maine, he says. To start off the tour, I'm proud and ashamed to show you our cannibal lobster man. Hunger. This is a vial of lobster DNA, the substance we squirted into a human embryo to make our cannibal lobster man. A little known fact about lobsters is that they're biologically immortal. That means that they don't die of old age and will live forever unless something kills them. We had hoped to combine lobster and man to discover the secrets of eternal life, but instead we combined lobster and man into a lobster man. That was our greatest triumph and our most horrific mistake. Hunger. Don't be afraid. The lobster man is behind a pane of solid glass, the same material windows are made out of, so you're perfectly safe. Feel free to get closer and bother it. Hunger. Tap on the glass, show it your succulent human flesh, taunt the cannibal lobster man. All of these activities are fun and encouraged. As long as the cannibal lobster man doesn't break the glass, everything will be fine. Do you break the glass or don't break the glass?
I think we're going to wait on the glass.
All right, we're not going to break the glass.
We're going to wait.
See, the cannibal lobster man didn't break the glass. I told you it was safe. Now let's continue the tour and look at our other genetic mistakes. Next up is a Granny Smith apple. Just a Granny Smith apple. No, with legs that runs away when you try to eat it. This way, please.
This website. Okay, go hunger.
Hunger. Hunger forever. You should have broke the glass.
I was trying to be nice.
You're a cannibal lobster man. You're like a monster.
If a cannibal lobster man is a cannibal, is he a cannibal to lobsters or a man?
Well, they combined lobster DNA with human DNA, so he's a cannibal to humans, I assume.
Both?
He's more man than lobster.
I think it really depends on his digestive tract.
All right, fair enough.
Where's the lobster and where does the man begin?
It's left as an exercise to the viewer, I think. All right, so now it is your turn. What have you brought to share on our stream this evening?
What have I brought to share?
Yeah.
Well, I could, I don't have anything too prepared.
Uh-oh. Okay.
But, I have a lot of tricks and fun stuff here in the Ice King Chamber of Solitude here.
All right, pull out a trick from the Ice King Chamber of Solitude and we'll do... You're a bird. Do you have what it takes to survive in the wild? No?
I do.
You're a bouncer at the trendiest bar in town. Can you keep trouble out? Oh boy, there's so guys, if you're interested in this, I will post a link to the Clickventures, which is over on Clickhole. Our friends over at Clickhole. Let's get that in there.
I was hoping that maybe we could compose a song on that program together.
We absolutely can do that. Let me bring it back up.
Maybe I could be like a producer, you know, and
all right, let's produce.
Fine tune the
How are we getting dropped frames on a website?
The vibe.
All right, let's do a new song.
Starting anew can't hurt.
All right, let me pause. Audio library. All right, so let me quickly walk you through everything. So we have 4 instruments here. We have the drums, 2 guitars, and a bass.
On Discord.
What are we doing? Oh, I got to show you on Discord. You're right.
Oh.
I forgot that that's how this works. There it is. There we go.
Okay.
So we have 4 instruments, the drums, 2 guitars, and a bass. And the drums are a little bit different, but as for the guitars, you basically have the A and the E strings So you're probably familiar with how that would sound.
I do know, yeah.
Okay.
So strings to deal with, right?
So do we only have the A and the E to work with? So I think we've got like 3.
Hey, Invoker.
I think it's C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, blah, 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 blah.
It just repeats.
Yep. I think there's 2 octaves it's split across. It's either 2 or 3 octaves.
We can do this with 2 notes.
All right. What do we got to do?
It is 2 notes at least.
Invoker Gray is allegedly new, but not really. Okay. So which fret do you want to start with?
You're going to want to start with a beat.
With a B?
Here's the secret to songwriting. Ready? Yep. You either have a melody, like you've been walking around all day and you got this melody in your head.
Yeah.
You start with that. Okay. But if you don't have a melody and you want to write a song, you got to start with a beat.
All right.
Because it's going to tell you what's going to happen.
So should we start with the drums?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's start with the drums. So we have fast, mild, slow, heavy, bridge, and one shot.
Now, Star Shard, since I'm going to be sort of producing you, I'm going to be extracting.
Okay.
More like a producer is like a vice grip. You put an artist inside the vice, and then you tighten it.
All right.
So you work on it.
Squeeze me harder. Let's go.
So I'm gonna squeeze you hard. So I gotta ask you, what are you feeling? What is your emotions telling you right now?
I like to start slow.
Okay.
I like to start slow and then build up to like a crazy, like over the top solo or something.
I don't know if you can do that in this game, but let's try it.
Well, okay, let's see. So we have basically there's 20, 30, there's 32 things. I guess we can preview them. So we got this. And I'm not a music expert or a drum guy. I know that there's a couple of different drums. There's the cymbals. So so we kind of have an idea how that sounds.
Ooh, that's cool.
All right.
Right? That's got like a Prince vibe.
Sure, yeah, Prince, yeah. I'm an expert on music, especially Prince. All right, so we got kind of a beat, so we can actually just copy that a couple of times. So let's see how it sounds when it goes between them. And there's kind of a like stop there, but that's just how the program works.
Okay, that's how music works.
All right, so next we can throw in like a bass line. Now, I'm not a master of notes, so is there like a good... What would you recommend is sort of a like middle of the road note you can go anywhere from?
A, which would be
on
we can go to your E string, your 5th fret on the E string.
All right.
That is also the open string A. Oh, wait.
All right, we're getting somewhere.
Pretty cool. Ice Queen likes that.
It's got a beat. All right, now we need to have we can get the rhythm guitar going. Oop.
Now this is really important.
Yes. All right. What's important?
So you know how you did the bass on the 5th fret of the E string?
Yep.
What you want to do the guitar on the open string of the A.
What does that even mean?
On the 0 string of the A.
That doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. Okay, so then do the same one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're doing rhythm. Let's see how that sounds. All right, so we just have the 1, but we can go ahead and do we want to do the same note, or do we want to maybe like go up or down a bit?
Well, you can't go anywhere.
What do you mean?
Well, you just can't go like, if you're on A, you can't just go to A flat when the bass goes if the bass doesn't do that, or the bass doesn't go to a corresponding note that works then. Here, that's called like a cacophony. When it
So
doesn't sound
it's atonal.
exactly.
All right.
So here's some things you could do.
All right. What can we do?
If you're in A,
Yep.
you can go to E.
All right. What would E be?
The 7th fret, the 12th fret on the E string. Stay there.
We don't have the 12th fret on the E string.
Okay, so you need then we don't even have that. Okay, on the A string.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
He's got his guitar handy, chat. He's helping out.
Oh, the 7th fret.
On the A string?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
I think, you know what? I think the riff is wrong. I think you need a riff that's as long as the...
Okay, all right, we can try that. Let me erase, and we'll see what our options are. Unfortunately, I don't know how long each one's going to be.
Well, that's good. That's good.
I mean, we could just do... Oh, yeah, like that. What else we got? Oh, we also have the special rhythm.
Ooh.
Wait, that's just yeah, that's basically the same one. Let me just move that.
Yeah, do the special rhythm. Okay, yeah, that's what you need there because you were having some
yeah
quality problems.
All right,
yeah.
So now we're back. Now we have the lead guitar. The lead guitar can do whatever, right? They're kind of they're riding the wave that is being laid down.
But the lead guitar would come in at the very end of the measure.
Okay, so let's see if we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So same note or same key or whatever?
Yeah, same note for now.
Okay.
You can change it later. Ooh.
All right, let's see how that sounds.
Now, when I meant end of the measure, I meant, you see how there's 1, 2, 3 measures?
Oh, okay. So like way over to the side here.
Yeah. It would be at the end of the,
All right.
Then that leads into the next part.
Sure, yeah. That makes sense. That's music.
And then the singer's like la 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 la.
Let me see if there's like a better option for that. I mean, these are all really good.
Well, it's like Herman Lee shit right there.
How do you know all this stuff? You just like music, right? You listen to a lot of music?
Studied this my whole life. That's cool.
All right. And then now we go into something different, right?
Well, you'd repeat the same drums.
All right, so the drums stay the same, easy.
Okay. The guitar, the bass and guitar 2 stay the same for now.
Okay.
So now we have four measures.
Okay.
2. Actually, you want to move that 4 to the end, that lead guitar to the end of this.
All right.
Yes. And there we go. That's our intro.
All right. So let's play the intro in full. It's going. Hey, Me follow men 744 says, thank you for your service, sir. You are welcome for my service.
And boom.
All right.
Okay?
What is the boom? How do we do the boom? That's the hard part that I have trouble with.
The boom just happens naturally. Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna want to create 4 more of these drum beats. 4 more measures.
So we do the same thing again.
You're gonna copy the entire thing over again.
All right.
Yep. Just like that. All right.
Easy.
So now, since it looks like there's no vocals or anything.
Yeah, there's no vocals. It's all instrumental.
Now, I would ask whoever's hanging out in chat. I don't know how many people are in there. Just cozy little chat.
0. There are 0 people in chat.
Okay. So to the 0 people in chat, if you have any ideas, because when I've been in the studio or writing songs, there's a time when you sort of run out of ideas, right?
We got to write the lyrics. Okay, so what note are we on right now? What note are we on right now? With the we're on A?
Should be on the note A.
Okay, so what note would you typically want to go to? Let's say we're doing like a 4 chords type, I don't know, like a very pop song.
So all right, so we want like a melody.
Sure.
Okay. You never want to start your melody on the same note that the chord is. That's like an unspoken rule.
Okay, that's good. That's good information. I don't know what that means, but
the first note is A in the chord or the sequence. You don't want to start singing on an A, because it's just like, why would you? That note is already there.
All right. So what note would we want to start with?
Well, you have 3 choices basically.
Okay, what are my 3 choices?
C sharp.
Okay.
D. Or E.
All right. Well, I guess we can go through each of those. So where would I find a C sharp?
No. 4th fret of the A string.
Okay.
Now we want something very sparse.
What is sparse?
Like not busy.
I mean, that's kind of fun. That's the same one.
Fun. But I'm thinking we're going to create a melody out of all of these. So I want to, in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the 6 remaining spaces, 8 remaining spaces, I want to use these leads to create a melody. That's all right.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Nope, but we're working through it. You're definitely better at this than I am. I just slam stuff together and hope it sounds good.
Well, there's also that.
Right, I like that you bring the music theory to the table. Okay, all right.
So that's a C sharp, right? For one minute. So now let's go to D, which would be the 5th fret of the A string.
All right. Hang on, what were we on? We're on K. Let's see if we can just do the K as well and see how that sounds. All right, and then what would we do after that? So we don't have to...
You have to hear it in context.
You have to hear it in context? All right, we'll play it.
One of the things about...
All right. That's pretty good.
Okay, you see what's happening here?
Yeah, it's starting to pick up.
That kind of sucks about recording music or making music is you have to listen to everything so fucking much.
Yeah.
You hate it. I don't care if you wrote Stairway to Heaven at the end, you'd be like, song is just driving me crazy.
We practice this song so many times from the top, it's ridiculous.
Or you listen to a song or you listen to just the drums for like 2 days straight, and you're like, I never want to hear another drum in my life. Have you ever heard a song with just drums?
Maybe.
It's horrible.
Just drums, huh? Are there any songs that have been put out with just drums?
No, but when you're mixing the drums,
sure, I can turn off everything else. That's kind of fun.
The drums over and over with different values and different reverbs on. It drives you friggin' nuts.
All right, we'll put the rest of the instruments back on.
That's what it's like to be in a studio. It's not fun.
But at the end of the day, you walk away with an amazing song and go like triple platinum or whatever. Then it's all worth it.
I missed that part.
Oh, well, I guess you have to be like extremely lucky.
Yeah, extremely lucky, or a model.
You got to be Imagine Dragons. That's how you get away with it.
Yeah, in the musician world.
All right, so what is the next note we want to go to?
We did C sharp, D. Now we want to do E.
All right, E.
Which is the 7th fret of the A string.
All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and hear that. Oh, wrong one. Play from here. All right, now we bring it back down, right?
Now you want to bring it back to A.
Back to A. And that's this one, right?
Of the E string, yep.
Okay, I believe we were doing... Wait a minute. This doesn't have the same options. There is no K for this one. Oh no. All right, let's see how that sounds. And I actually kind of want to change this to like an effect.
Ooh. That's cool.
Let's try that. So it's like he's sliding into position, getting ready to play.
You would prepare, you would get ready. I don't know if you've noticed on when people raid me, I always slide up the guitar neck.
You gotta get your fingers into place, right?
People know to like prepare to get your face melted. You know? Oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
So we're getting somewhere.
Something's happening. I'm feeling it.
Right. So now do you see the musical tension that's being delivered here?
Yeah,
How
let's
it's going, na na.
Yes, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Let's keep going. Now
What we're doing, so just so you understand this, we're taking a chord progression, right? And when with these riffs that we're using in a different key, we are literally creating the major scale.
All right.
Creating texture and musical texture.
Yes.
Right now.
All right. So now what do we do?
So now you do the same thing but in reverse. Red.
So now I do the pink.
Yeah.
And then the gray.
Now you would like if you were in the studio with an instrument and you're trying to develop a melody. These are tricks you would actually use because you would say, hey, our melody goes da da da. And you're like, well, what can we do after this? You would go, well, let's try it backwards. Da da da. You know?
Yeah,
or let's try backwards, but start on the second note instead.
These lucky people that know music stuff.
Curve. I mean, that's flat was your idea, remember? You have written going up, and now back, like, then lower, and then lower, and now back to A.
Now back to A.
Yeah.
All right, we get the A back in there. Now, do we want it to be this A, or could we use an A that's closer to the other ones?
We don't have any other A's.
Well, okay.
Well,
there's an A on the A string, surely.
Unless there's an open A. Like where that 0 is, I don't know why you can't.
It's limited.
Okay, yeah.
For the game purposes, I don't know.
Another A. Hold on.
I think I wrote this down, actually.
No,
A would be A12. The 12th fret.
You can see that.
Let's try that. Because that might actually sound a little bit better. Because it's in the same octave.
But also, you know what? Your instincts are right, because it does sound better at the very end. You know, because you ever hear a guitar solo and then at the very end they go wah, and they go really high. Because that's how a vocalist would sing as well.
It would be cool. I would love to see a Punk-o-matic 3 with like vocal stuff added or something.
Going up the scale, higher, octave. And then, so you have this big musical buildup, right?
All right, we got the build. Now it's time for the breakdown.
Everything else out. No. This is when you dig in.
Okay, all right, let's go.
So replicate that drum beat 4 times and the bass line, and that's it.
All right, 4 times on the drums and the bass.
Yep, and the same. Okay.
All right.
And now
we got the guitars.
Now this is like turning into like a Cranberries song or something.
Okay. You hear all these musical references I don't know.
You will know. Life is long.
Life is long. Well, yeah, but there's more music being made every day. I can't possibly go backwards.
Well, rule 1, you should not listen to any new music. That's rule 1.
But I love Imagine Dragons. I thought everybody did.
People will disagree with me on this, but they're wrong.
Thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder.
So my advice as your musical producer.
All right, you're the producer. You have final say.
Would be to let well, not final say. A producer is basically like an extra band member for a short time.
Like Pete Best.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. What was his deal?
Pete Best?
Mm-hmm.
Was he the Beatle?
Best of the Beatles, yeah, that one.
Is it Pete Best? Wasn't he the original drummer for the Beatles?
I don't know. I just know he released an album called Best of the Beatles.
Yes, he was in the Beatles, and Ringo Starr got his job, and he's never quite recovered. I mean, how could you?
Yeah, imagine losing your job to Ringo Starr of all people.
Yeah, his name's not even Ringo.
Yeah,
his name's John.
Oh,
you know why they call him Ringo?
Because there was already a John?
Nope.
Why do they call him Ringo?
Because he wore rings.
Oh, like Mr. T.
That's the guy. That's how funny the Beatles are. They make fun of you if you like had something different about you.
I gotcha. I mean, it was the 50s or whatever.
It was earlier than that.
All right. So what are we doing next? We don't have any guitars on this part.
So that's where like you'd get real deep down. Like I would go like into a sick Radiohead vibe right here.
Okay.
Where you have like pick scratches or
sure. We've got some effects.
You'd be sparse. It would be every 2 bars at the end. You know.
Yeah, the effects are a little bit limited, unfortunately. Although we do have some special ones that we could use.
Let's check these out. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That might require a different drum beat for that one.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
So do we change up the drum or do we change up the guitar?
The riff. Hold on. Like let's go back to the selection of that.
Okay.
Okay. That's too crazy because that's
all right.
That's
too
heavy.
Crazy.
We're in classic.
All right, we're in classic.
You gotta stay in your wheelhouse. So this is gonna be like a different riff.
Mm-hmm. But it stays in the same note. That's a little bit faster. Ooh.
That's really good right there.
I like that one.
Let's do that.
Problem is that's only 1, or that's 4 spots.
It's okay.
All right, let's see how it sounds after the after we do the little thing here.
Drummer looks off.
That's almost like a different song it's going into.
Yeah, but you see, you'd have to cut the drum beat, cut the bass line there too.
Okay.
When that, so
just get rid of it all. We can change up the drums. That's not an issue.
When you're making music, it's important to be able to make changes and
right.
There's a saying like don't follow your ego, follow the song.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it sounds easy, but it's honestly really hard to do because you get really emotionally invested into stuff, especially when you put more time into it. You know, or if it's difficult, technically difficult or something. So this, I believe, is going to be what we call in the biz a break.
All right.
So like when the drums stop and the bass stops and the guitar's like, dan it. You know, like the old MTV guitar intro?
Nope.
The dan it.
Like that. I have no idea. What is MTV?
Forget. Youngin.
That's me. I know MTV is the channel that plays reality shows.
Invoker knows.
Invoker knows?
No, he isn't down.
Another old man.
Drooling on his laptop. Sleep, watching Twitch. Drums right there.
Right at the end of that?
2, 3, 4. Yep. And that's where you kick in with a brand new drum beat. So yeah. Oh whoa. Now you're
too fast?
Okay. No, fine.
No, that's fine. Okay.
Dave Grohl shit.
All right. And I was noticing that I feel like when we go into the last note here, it's too high. Is there like a lower one?
That would be the 5th on the E string.
Okay. Let's try that. I don't know how that'll sound.
See how your ear's developing already?
I mean, I can just kind of tell when something sounds off, but I think that's just normal for most people. Maybe not.
No, I think your ear's developing. You're noticing the difference.
I mean, I do have perfect pitch, so.
Oh, do you?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Lucky you.
That'd be cool. That'd be a cool ability to have.
Some of the worst musicians I've ever met had perfect pitch. Okay, so right there, so and now we need a heavy riff to go with that.
All right, from the rhythm guitar.
Yes. What's Invoker saying? SNL just did a skit about MTV. Pitched all
the Reduculas all week.
I try to read through.
What does that word mean?
Typos.
Pitched all Redculas all week.
I want to think it's rednecks, but all ridiculous.
Maybe all ridiculous. It's possible. Okay, wait. Where are we at? We're going here. We want to slam down a heavy beat or a heavy.
Yeah. It's like something like that. Yeah. Okay, Invoker. I'm not the typing police. Like, I look like I never went to school when I type in other people's chats.
Yeah, I suppose the spell check only does so much these days.
There's spell check for Twitch?
I think your browser might have it built in.
Oh, mine doesn't.
Twitch doesn't have it. All right, let's see how this goes.
Let's feel it. Feel it in your heart. Ooh, that's pretty sick. I mean, am I wrong?
No, it sounds pretty good, yeah. So now we come in with this, and then the You need to get the lead guitar back in here.
Through a pick slide before that heavy metal beat.
You think a pick slide?
It might be sick. It might be sick.
We going up or we going down?
Up. Because up releases tension, right? Like an alarm.
Yeah.
And then it stops.
Okay, and then I guess we'll start here with a special lead heavy.
See, right now you know more about music than Kanye West does.
All right, let's see how that sounds.
Oh.
Sounds like a real song now.
I kind of like it both ways. I like it without the pick scrape, and I like it with
I think
it.
we can probably ditch the pick scrape.
But I think we can get rid of it and use it later.
Let me see about this, because this is still bothering me.
Oh, you got a new follow.
For some reason. Oh, holy cow. That didn't trigger anything.
M3 follow man 744. You made a good decision.
Did he follow? I don't see a follow.
Emmy just said welcome.
Oh, I think he just popped in to say thank you for your service.
Yeah.
All right, so let's figure out what we can do here. So we're ending on what note? The A?
A.
All right, what are all my options for A here?
Not many. It depends on it also depends on the key, right? I'm assuming we're in A, right? So, but you could do something like we could try something radical.
We could try something radical.
On the E string, the third fret is G.
All right.
So we could try one riff on that on the outro, which is going from A going to G is going lower. So when we come back into the chorus on A, it might be it might give us some tension with it. I love how this turns into like a punk song.
Oh, it is called the Punk-o-matic. That's what it's for.
You should double up this so that thing is like it's 2 beats it's 2 beats long now. Make it 4, the punk part.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if we can get any better than this, honestly.
Well, we got another 3 minutes of song to fill.
Well, sometimes art, our art does not have a no clock on it.
All right, I'm gonna try this. Just try random notes here until we get one that sounds good to me. Yeah, I guess the way it starts out, it almost is like a completely different song. But I'm not sure if there's an example of that in like a real song.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look at any and I'm gonna say a bunch of shit you don't know about, but like Paul McCartney and the Wings album, Band on the Run, it's like 3 different songs. Okay, so
now we need to get the drums.
Do something completely different.
Yeah. All right. It's like a little medley.
So no drums.
No drums. Okay.
Yeah. And we need a totally different bass line. We need something slower than the slow, maybe.
Okay. That's too fast.
Well, that's that other riff. What's manual bass mean?
The manual ones are typically just going to be like a flat. I mean, I don't honestly know the difference that much.
I'm listening. They're derivatives of each one. Like one's doing a triplet, one's doing a double.
Here we go. That's nice and slow.
Oh yeah, that is nice. Okay, we'll do that one.
All right, all right.
But put that down for four measures. Yeah, always work in fours.
Always work in fours. Well, what if you're in a different time signature?
We're not though.
Okay, we're in 4/3 or something.
We're in 4/4.
4/4.
Which is called rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Yes.
So what we want to do? We want to paint some texture underneath this.
All right, let's get some texture. Well, how do you paint texture?
With sparse notes. So
I don't know why we're keeping it.
Sparse notes. Okay. So
we're gonna need
let's
solo instrument.
All right.
Add another instrument. Can you add another instrument?
No, we have 4 instruments.
That's it.
Yeah. It's limited.
So
it's a Flash game from 2010 or
before that. Right.
Yeah.
So the lead guitar.
Okay.
Where is that?
Right here. Well, I mean, you can use either one.
Okay. So the lead guitar, wherever that is, we might use both. So we're gonna do something different here.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that riff. Look through these riffs. Try the 9th fret.
Okay.
And then go to the very end here. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yes. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Now let's listen to it. Just back it up a little bit.
Oh, I keep using the wrong one. It's this one.
And then back into the punk thing.
Okay. All right. So we take these ones from here.
We're in avant-garde area right now.
Borderline experimental, chat.
Hmm?
We're inventing a new genre of music.
Drums and bass.
So do we want the drums and the bass to come in at the same time?
But keep this just the drums here. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll add the drums in. We want to maybe slow it down
on heavy.
On heavy.
Yeah.
All right. So we have we also have ska. Let's not forget that there's ska. If we ever decide to do a ska one. Hey, I've got a musician joke for you.
Oh, okay.
How many ska musicians does it take to change a light bulb?
Oh, geez. I don't know how many.
It takes 5.
Why?
1 to drop it and 4 to pick it up.
Wow.
There you go.
Now, there is another version of that joke.
Yeah?
Where it is, how many lead singers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
All right, how many?
1. The lead singer holds the light bulb and the world revolves around them.
Oh, very fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So we have heavy fast and we have heavy slow. That might be too slow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of fun. Let's try that out. That's our outro?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's use that one. That's what I mean.
Okay, we'll start with that one. Okay. So let's bring it back to the start of the breakdown. All right, I'm feeling it.
Okay.
Now what?
No.
I don't know where a song is supposed to go.
Oh,
we're kind of just adding. It's like putting the track in front of the train as you're going.
if you were looking at a nice painting, right, you would
Mm-hmm.
want to see differences in color and perspective and shapes,
Well, I guess
right?
depends on what kind of artist you
And
like,
theme.
but
So yeah,
sure.
but I'm saying like, you know, looking at something framed, a white surface painted, in a frame, is
Mm-hmm.
very
Mm-hmm.
one dimensional. So
Sure. Yeah.
like an analogy in music of that would be just static. Okay. So
Static.
you want to create peaks and valleys,
All right.
essentially.
All right. Let's get some peaks and valleys going.
Yeah, exactly. So right now it's going up, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now you could slide out of that and do something like really cool, like mid tempo.
All
That's
right.
hard to do.
Hard. Is it hard to do musically or hard to do like physically playing the instrument?
Both.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just tell these guys to play whatever we want them to. That's the beauty of it.
It's true. And sometimes you need to take music theory and just throw it out the fucking door.
Right, because you want it to sound good.
Well, like I said, you want to follow the song, not your ego, or not your intellect, or what you think is right.
So it's good that we don't have a lead singer in this band, basically.
Oh yeah, you get a lot of light bulbs screwed in. I would change that lead line in the middle.
Which one?
That one.
Change. Okay, so like swap it out for something different.
Yeah, we're using that earlier.
All right, let's listen from the top real quick. Kind of see where. I wonder if we maybe want to give some hints of the lead guitar at the beginning, like just a few strings, like picking.
Looks like it could use it. What happened to the pick scrape in the beginning? I like that.
All right, so yeah, we'll go back and add that in a second.
It almost has a Linkin Park sound to it. What do you do?
You got to get the grunts in there.
Yeah. I had to practice that for like years to get that right. Then Tom York shows up. Ooh, I like that where that's going.
You like where that's going? Okay, so let's get in here. Let's get some picking going. Let's just say we'll start with the start with that. There's no manual lead, huh? I guess we could start with a rhythm. So if we yellow, gray, pink, light blue. Let's try that. Gray. I think that's the wrong gray. No, that's the right gray. And then pink.
Oh, subdividing it.
And light blue. Wrong light blue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can actually just like interrupt the stuff.
Oh, wow.
So let me try moving that to the beginning.
That gives you a lot of different options.
And then you can actually do this, and then it stops it. So that way you can have your ones and your twos and your threes.
That sounds kind of cool.
Let's see if we can change the rhythm there. And this might be a case of maybe we want to split them up a little bit more. Like say move this to here.
Peaks and valleys. Like
move
a texture
that like that.
See, the two red sound like a weird note to me.
The which one?
The two red notes.
The two pink ones?
Yes, they
right.
sound.
Let me see what we can do about that.
Out of key. Oh no, sounds funny now.
What if we just repeated that? Oop. This is kind of a nice program to work with, actually, despite the fact that it's just an old Flash game.
It's quick.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of pizzazz that you have to cut through to actually get the stuff. It's just the samples and you put them in where they go.
See, now it's now, yeah, because you moved the red into the right position. Oh wow, yeah, these guys they're gonna make it, I think.
Yeah, you make that. Some agent's gonna come down from the record company, walk past the garage.
One of my first bands, bassist and drummer used to always talk about like the color of the tour bus and like where they like like guys, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah, really.
You gotta get on tour first.
Like, yeah, maybe work on the music first.
We had the music, but you have to. After you get the music, you have to get the fucking gig. You know, and that's the hard part. Like, Star, imagine right now, you had the best band in the world, right?
Yeah.
You guys played and practiced. You wrote the most amazing songs in the world, right?
All right. I'm imagining it.
And now you got to go get a gig.
Yeah.
So what do? You go down to the local bar, right?
Well,
wherever.
I wouldn't go to the bar here.
But where are you going to play?
Probably nowhere. We'd probably just put our music on the internet, like Spotify or something.
Yeah, but you still got to play gigs.
Or SoundCloud or whatever. You don't have to.
Yeah, you do. Because no one's going to invest money in you if you can't replicate it. You can't perform it live. They want to see how you're going to perform.
Yeah, we're a studio band. You know, we don't really do live shows.
Like, listen. You know what the studio band was? They were called the Beatles.
Yeah.
They just made studio albums. It doesn't.
That was 100 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't happen anymore.
Right.
If you want to be in a band, you have
Wait, they played live?
The Beatles, for most of their career, weren't touring.
They only put out albums?
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
They only toured like when they first started, and then once they basically got too big to tour.
Oh, because people would like riot.
Yeah, and
no.
there was no infrastructure. Like the venues weren't big, couldn't handle it back then. So
I heard
like,
Post Malone has that problem.
Good problem to have.
Are you familiar with Post Malone?
I'm aware who Post is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. He used to be a Twitch streamer.
He's a very sincere dude. Ooh, I like that little drum fill there. Post Malone. Yo, subs only. Get in on a new EP. Well, you know, I think this song has, you know, sometimes you can like, it's like having a scab or a wound, like you're poking at it too much, it's not going to get any better. You know what I mean?
I've had that problem with other things that I've done, like art. I'm working on art. Sometimes I'll be like, no, I just need to fix this. And then I try to fix it and it makes it worse.
Yeah, you've made it way worse and you bummed yourself out. And music's is a lot like that. And it's very hard to actually pull away sometimes, you know? But I think this needs to marinate.
All right. We can let it marinate.
You know, we could possibly revisit this in a week or two.
We could, yeah. I saved. Everything is saved.
And take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And here, let's open up one. Speaking of open wounds, we can actually load a song and kind of see how someone who's made an actual song has done this. So you can kind of get an idea.
Oh, I see. That's the chords and the riffs are have the arrows. feel all the colors sort of coordinate in a way. Oh wow.
It's kind of like watching someone who's really good at Mario Paint.
Well, we could do as well. This is kind of fun, actually.
Yeah?
We could, I could come back with like a song too.
With an idea?
We could, if people get into this, like Invoker and Roros.
I'm bringing it back, Chad. I'm bringing back the Punk-o-matic.
They could submit their own songs.
Been 10 years, but we're bringing it back
to a review stream or something, because
that would be awesome.
And you literally could write something in 5 minutes in here if you want to just give it that whatever approach.
So if you out there in Chatland, any or YouTube VOD watchers or anybody, if you want to submit a song,
can I?
It does. You can just export it too. So say I open up Ballad of the Ice King, I load it.
I would love it if you took your musical challenge brain.
Roros's musically yeah, take your musically challenged brain and actually do something with it. Again. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can literally just Control C this information, and you can then paste it into your version of the game, and it'll bring that song in.
Can we post that link for these guys?
For the Punk-o-matic?
Yeah.
Let me get that link for you guys.
Yeah, because that might be fun, and I would like to see even honestly, when Roro says musically challenged, I'm intrigued.
I want to. Yeah, this is a challenge for you, exactly.
And I know Invoker is like a grunge guy from way back. So
I think we got some grunge options here.
Emmy, I would love to see what Emmy's got.
Oh boy, I mean, she has access to my computer.
Ice Queen, she's lurking here. She's real quiet.
And we do have this sweet outro stuff that you can do.
Yeah, Roros, you can make all your own music for your stream on here.
Oh, well, I wouldn't go that far. I don't know how. You'd want to check the actual legality of that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I played the Top Gun theme and nothing happened, so I feel pretty invincible.
Ooh, well, at least you didn't watch the movie, right? That's what they're worried about. Hey, it's Lupus. What are we up to? We're making music. Check this out.
We wrote a song.
We wrote the beginning of the song. Here it goes. Memories.
I will help you, Rose.
Yeah, you can start making a song and then send it in, and we can like pick it apart, like see what works and what doesn't.
Maybe you can produce me, Roro.
We could be the punk doctors.
Pretty sure Rick Rubin doesn't know how to play an instrument. Thank you, Rubin. Then it's go total punk rock.
Rock and roll.
Here's the Radiohead part coming up.
It's music to mosh to.
I mean, it's got its own thing.
And that's it. That's all we've got so far. We've got like a minute.
Yeah.
We have 1 minute and 15 seconds of music.
Yeah, I honestly think if you come back to that with some fresh ears, you're gonna go, okay, this part could be a little longer. We could expand this. Remember I said what peaks and valleys. You know?
Well, and if we're imagining it like it's an actual song, you're typically gonna have it's typically gonna repeat a lot, right?
It is a lot.
Because like you've got your choruses, you've got your bridges, you've got your verses and all that.
When I typically write a song, it'll be, I will just find a drum beat that I kind of like.
Okay.
Not even the one I want. and then uh, I'll repeat that for like 5 minutes, just
And
so
you've
that
got the drum machine, right? That's how you play your guitar on stream.
I have I have an electronic drum machine, and I have a manual one as well.
Okay.
With my guitar. But I'll make like a 5-minute loop. So then
Okay.
I can just then I'll just let that loop, and I'll just sit there and I'll go ling ling ling, ling, just play whatever. I won't even think about it. And then
What's
I'll
the
just
point of
look and
making
then I'll
music if
listen
we
back,
start over?
and I'll look for cool little moments and inspirations. And I'll
Like,
focus in.
this does have a lot of different options for drums too. I kind of like the bridges.
It can actually be very detailed.
You've got your oh, what is that?
It's like a Ringo Starr fill.
Yeah. Ooh. I like the ska. Hang on, let's do the ska one.
Invoker send me something.
Invoker already has a song ready to go. All right, let's load it in.
It's something. I don't know what it is.
The problem with the ska beat is it doesn't have any horns, because you just have the guitar and the bass. You can't actually do like a ska song. Because I was thinking about that. I'm like, how cool would that be if we also had some horns? But then it turns into a bit of a nightmare to program, I'm sure.
Horns?
Yeah, like trumpet or something.
They're a nightmare. Oh,
well, to program into the game at least. But it's a whole different instrument from a guitar.
Invoker's been looking for a UFO in Kerbal for like 3 days.
Oh, does he not? Oh, he found it? Nice.
Yeah.
Way to go. You didn't look up where it was, did you? Were you doing like recon missions or something?
I thought he told me that, I was under the impression that it's different for everybody.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I thought it was always in the same place. All right, let me bring up
He was looking at the place where where King Dogspeed found his, and he didn't find it there.
KNA scans. All right. Well, there you go. All right, so this song is called Shove Yourself Up Your Ass.
Did you write this one?
I did not write this one. No, this comes with the game. Let's see what they do.
It's from a artist named Evil Dog. Oh wow.
Yeah, you can get really technical with it.
It's like Blink 182 and Dream Theater had a baby.
I don't know what any of that means. What is okay, hang on. Something is going on. I don't know what you call this. I don't know if it's on the bass or if it's on the main guitar or what. Okay, it is on the main guitar. This. What is that?
That's like hitting a chord, like going dun 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 dun.
It sounds like, it just reminds me of something, but I don't know what. Something from Nickelodeon, I think. All right, well that's cool. Let's check. What was the one that I really liked? Is it Endgame? This might be the one.
Congrats, Invoker. That's awesome. I'm glad you achieved that.
No, it's not this one. Maybe it's Rebirth from the Necromancers. All right, this one, I think this one is cool.
Rebirth has a great name.
This kind of reminds me of the Undertaker theme. Oh, wait, hang on. I broke it. I didn't have any of the instruments on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a bell tolling. Oh man, that's so good.
It's like almost Sabbath, like Black Sabbathy.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. And it has that underlying kind of progression, right? Dun 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 dun.
Very musical, you know, sort of classical almost.
Oh, see, this is the breakdown type thing, right?
Yeah, whoever did this knows what they're doing.
Yeah, all the songs on the cover list are just incredible. If you take this limited set of options and put this together, it's crazy.
Lupus, you should get down. You should do this.
Submit a song to the Punk-o-matic contest,
and we'll review it next time or listen to it at least.
They know what they're doing with the drums for sure, because they keep switching up.
That's really good, actually.
Oh, here we go. Solo? Not quite.
Lupus et lunum. Is that that's Latin? The ancient tongue, the old tongue.
Any song ever created. You have to make it yourself. Yeah. I guess if you can recreate a song that exists, then go for it.
I bet you could do that. I bet you could do that to some degree in this. I challenge anybody to recreate Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, good luck with that. Man, this is good. I hope I don't get DMCA'd for this. So yeah, so you can see how they're shortening all the notes to kind of play exactly what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm. They're taking little snippets of each one and literally orchestrating it together.
And if you play the actual career mode of this, there's a like Guitar Hero style mini game you have to play to actually play the instruments, because you go to like gigs and stuff. So this song is, what the heck? This song's like 4 minutes long. Jeez.
Yeah, whoever made this is a.
And I don't know if it's the guy who made the game or if he like got his friends to like make music for it and whatever and loaded it in, but yeah, absolutely. Kudos to Mr. Punk-o-matic. Link is in the description.
This is what I would do if I was building a game like this. I would hire some musicians to write songs, and then I would I would take the riffs and use them as the components for the entire game. So I would think that's what they did.
You can also export the tabs.
That's crazy.
So if you make a really good song, you could get the tabs and then play it on guitar.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty rad.
Interesting.
So yeah, I don't know why there was never a Punk-o-matic 3.
It doesn't matter.
So let's just say that Lupus wrote a guitar song, right?
Yep.
He could then send it to, or they could then send it to us, and then I could actually learn that on guitar.
Wow.
Or try to.
Yeah, emphasis on try. Some of these are the switch ups are a little tough, I think, for some of these.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So do not in most cases.
This is pretty cool.
Paint on a guitar track to sync it to the other guitar track.
Please do. I love a good challenge.
All right. And then, so yeah, everybody, if you're listening to this, if you can hear the sound of my voice, download the Punk-o-matic 2, make a song, send it in, and we'll listen to it, and then we'll say how awesome you are, or give you some pointers.
Striking, we'll convert it to tablature, and I'll literally learn it.
Well, but you can't play all 3 instruments or all 4 instruments.
I can. Why not?
Do you have a bass guitar?
My guitar is a bass guitar.
Wait, you don't have a regular guitar?
I have a synthesizer that turns it into a bass. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's neat.
And plus, I've played bass for half as long as I played guitar anyway.
Very cool, chat. We have the king is here and he's ready.
slap of the bass. I can slap of the bass, man.
And slap the bass with the best of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think I've basically exhausted everything I had. Oh, and Lupus has followed you, Ice King.
Thank you, Lupus. Next time I'm streaming, I owe you a unique musical expression.
Yeah, make sure you stop in because those are rad.
Yeah, please.
They're super cool. All right, let's get the Punk-o-matic out of here, so everybody knows how the Punk-o-matic works.
It's been a really good time.
Hey, who's streaming tonight that we should go raid?
Well, Matt Comar is always a good time over there.
He's always a good time.
I've laughed a lot in his streams.
We also got Beta Rock, who's doing also doing KSP.
Linux Gamer is to go to Linux's, it's a different vibe.
Yeah. Who could we raid?
I think Beto Rock.
Beta Rock. All right, yeah.
Because Beto Rock has he's back to streaming more often now.
He's in the cupola module of the ISS. He's playing the KSP. He's doing his thing. So I will see you guys tomorrow for more XCOM 2.
Yeah, and thank you for the hangout.
And you guys can catch Ice King whenever he's streaming. I think it's not really a scheduled thing at this point.
I don't have a schedule. Yeah, I'm chaos.
All right. So good night, everyone. Enjoy Biddle Rock stream. Here we go.